On July 27, 2020, 23-year-old mother of two, Haley Cox, was fatally shot in the chest while she was filming a music video in Riverview, Florida. When police arrived at the scene, they also found Haley's boyfriend, Erik Bronowski, with multiple gunshot wounds. Alive but in serious condition, Erik was rushed to the hospital. As deputies secured the area, 20-year-old Jordan Silver was found hiding underneath a grill on a nearby patio. He was arrested for trespassing, loitering, and prowling. When deputies learned Silver was part of the music video shoot, he is rushed to the sheriff's office for questioning.
Alright. What's your name, man?
Jordan.
Jordan?
Yep.
Jordan, my name is Joe. This is Tony. We're detectives from the sheriff's office.
I'm gonna take this off of you, bro. Oh, there we go. You can do it yourself.
Jordan, I just want to get a little bit of information from you, okay? What's your date of birth?
Yep.
What's your last name, Jordan?
Silver.
You got a middle name?
Jamie.
Jamie?
Yep.
Where do you live? Where's that at? Riverview? Brandon? What's your phone number?
My phone just turned off.
Your phone turned off?
Today.
Okay.
What was it before today, then, buddy?
You got what was the carrier for that? Who was the adult with?
Verizon. I got you.
Okay. You said Verizon? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, Jordan. So there's a couple things that I want to go over with you, okay? I understand that some deputies came in contact with you down off of like 672 in some subdivision down there, right?
Where?
In some subdivision, a housing development.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is that correct?
Arrested me?
You were charged with something I have nothing really to do with over there,
Right.
okay? I'm interested in something else that happened.
They put me in cuffs and they didn't tell me what I was arrested for.
Well, you were
Or
on
what I was
someone's.
being charged for.
So right now, they put you in custody for being on that guy's porch in the back there.
Okay.
Okay? That's what you're in custody for. Understand?
What's up? So trespassing?
I think they're charging you with a burglary.
Burglary?
Yeah, because you were on that man's porch back there.
No way.
I'm not going to argue with.
Don't worry about that right now, bro. Burglary, bro. Don't worry about it. Let's just Listen, be in stress them. And I don't even talk to you about that, really.
Yeah,
but
honestly,
I wouldn't stress about it, trust me.
Honestly, that right now is not something that I'm really here to even talk to you about. Okay? I don't care about that. I really don't. All right?
Yep.
What we want to talk to you about is something that happened earlier this evening. Okay? The early morning hours, okay? That's what we want to talk to you about. Listen, there's a few things I want to go over with you before we get into any of that, though, okay? You understand?
Yep.
Okay. Because you're in custody, that means it's not like something like where we were just talking on the street and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like where, you're in a police station.
Did you arrest me?
I did not arrest you.
You didn't arrest me? Oh,
No,
okay.
I wasn't down there. It was probably a guy who looks like me.
Okay, some dude arrested me talking about Jordan. What the? I don't know the name, dude.
I never met you before, day before in my life.
I
have no idea who you are.
It's my fault that you arrested me.
Nope, a lot of us look alike. All right? But I'm not here for that, okay? But you are in custody right now, okay? So one thing I want to go over with you is, and again, we want to talk about what happened earlier, prior to any of that happening, okay? Because obviously you don't live at that house where they found you at, okay? We want to talk to you about what led you to that house. All right? Sound fair?
Yeah.
Okay. Before we do that, though, there's something I want to go over with you. What was the highest level of education you completed?
I didn't graduate.
You did not graduate?
No, sir.
Okay. Where did you go to school?
It's been a while. It's cool.
Been a while since you've been in school? Okay. Is English your first language?
Yes, my only language.
It's your only language, okay. Can you read and write English? And the reason why I asked that, I'm not trying to be demeaning to you at all. It's just I want to make sure that you understand what I'm saying to you.
Can you repeat that?
Can you read English?
Yeah.
Okay. So these bold-faced words right here, I'll move a little bit closer to you. Can you read to me what this says?
Consent to be interviewed.
Okay. This right here is just basically, before I talk to you about what happened, because I want to know, because I think you have a story to tell, and I would like to hear what you have to say
What kind of story?
about what happened earlier tonight.
We want to hear your side of it, buddy. We want to hear what your side and what goes on. There's got to be an explanation of what happened. In order for us to talk to you about that, he has to read you these, and he has advised. We really would love to hear the story, because I think that we're only hearing one side of it right now, and one side of it's never good. You know that, right? Because other people may not be telling the truth. Maybe things aren't matching up with what we see, and you can provide an explanation for a lot of it that we go, now that makes sense. But in order to do that, people that we interview about this and talk to about this, he has to read them what's called their Miranda warnings, okay? That's what he's going to do right now. That's also known as read you your rights, okay? Because we would love to hear your story or exactly your explanation of what happened out there tonight. But before we can do that, we have to read you your rights. That's just something that we have to do, okay? Please understand that.
Yeah.
He's going to read them to you. If you don't understand, make sure you tell him you don't understand it. Okay? We're here for you as much as anything else right now, because we need that explanation. Because there may be something that we're missing here that you can tell us about. There may be a whole bunch that you can tell us about that's going to explain things, okay? Okay, and this is going to be your opportunity to tell us your side of stories. All right, so let him finish reading that to you, okay?
So this right here, this is I, and your initials would go here, do hereby consent to being interviewed by the below listed Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office law enforcement official concerning the above listed incident/offense. And I further understand that, 1, I have the right to remain silent and can invoke this right at any time during questioning. Do you understand what that means? I need a yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. If I do make a statement, it can and will be used against me in a court of law. Do you understand what that means?
Yes.
3, I have the right to speak with and have an attorney present during questioning. Do you understand that?
Yes.
4, if I cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to me without charge before any questioning if that is my desire. Do you understand that?
Yes.
5, if I wish to make any statement, I may invoke my right to an attorney or to remain silent at any time during the questioning. Do you understand that?
Yes.
I understand these rights, and no one has threatened, coerced, or promised me anything in order to induce me to make a statement. I presently wish to make a statement and or answer questions without an attorney being present. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you would, could you initial right here? And where it says subject right here, would you sign your name?
Sorry?
Yep. All right.
I like the ink. Let me see the ink on the hand. I like that one.
Skull?
No, I like that. Skeleton. You got it on both or just on the right?
Just one. Just say king itself.
I like the one on the right, though.
For sure.
That's good stuff.
Jordan, what led you over to that area today?
So is this how we're gonna start it?
Yeah.
Is this the first question?
Yeah.
Well, it's not a question. We want to hear your story, buddy. You tell us. Tell it however you want to tell it.
Look, this is all I got to say.
Okay.
And this is all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm starting off just like this.
Right.
I want to be a rapper.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
When I grow up. So that bandana that you guys had found next to my mask, we were I was supposed to shoot a music video. Okay?
Okay.
Supposed to shoot a music video. Next thing you know, stop. I hear gunshots, and I run.
Okay.
Just like that.
Who are you shooting the rap video with?
Couldn't say.
Do you know the people you were shooting a rap video with?
Not really. How about the name or shit like that?
How many people were there?
The car was I don't know if it was 2 people or 3 people.
Okay.
I sat on the trunk.
Okay.
I never got inside the car.
What kind of, and where did this happen? Where were you?
On Big Ben.
On Big Ben?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it like a parking lot, a field, a driveway, a house?
On Big Ben.
Yeah,
It was on Big Ben.
on Big Ben.
On Big Ben, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't really know the roads like that,
Right.
but on Big Ben.
Like a paved road, dirt road?
Where'd you guys find me? On Big Ben, right?
I didn't find you, buddy. I don't have any idea.
I don't know where you were. I wasn't there. So, you know what I'm saying? Like when they took you into custody, you were in some housing development from what I understand. From what I was told, you were on somebody's back porch.
Huh.
Okay? That's where I know where you were found.
But, so you don't know that.
What I want to know is what happened prior to that. Like, that's why I'm asking the question. And if you don't understand what I'm asking you, please stop me. And I'll clarify it for you. You're saying that you were somewhere on Big Ben. Were you actually on Big Ben? Because that's a pretty big road. That's like a main road.
I think. I don't know. I don't really know the road. Like,
Okay.
Well, the roads.
What did it look like around you?
Houses?
Houses?
Where I was, yeah.
Yeah.
Where I was.
Not where you were found out, buddy, when you were shooting the rap video that you were talking about.
We were still by some houses.
Oh, so
we
you
were
were-
on a road.
On a road. Was it a paved road or was it
A road.
When you say road, does that mean paved? I don't know, bud.
I don't know if it's a paved road. Like a regular road?
Yeah, you know what a regular road
Like a
is,
neighborhood or
like a gravel road or a dirt road or.
Like a regular neighborhood road.
Okay, so it's a regular neighborhood road. See, there you go. I just got to ask you these things so I can try and figure this out.
You said you were sitting on the trunk of a car, right?
Yep.
What kind of car was it?
I think it's a Camry.
Okay. What color was it?
I think dark blue.
Dark blue?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you get to that location?
At a gas station.
You were at a gas station?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you anywhere prior to the gas station?
Yeah, tire shop. I just got all the new 4 tires.
You got new 4 tires?
Yeah, I ran new shit.
What kind of car do you have?
I have a Camry.
A Camry?
Yeah.
Okay. And where is that?
That is, it should be at my brother's house.
At your brother's house?
Yeah.
Okay.
We share.
How did you meet with the people, though, that you were shooting this rap video with tonight? Last night?
I didn't meet with the people.
Okay.
I met with one dude. His name was, they call him Malum.
Who?
Malum.
Malum?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, that's pretty much it.
Have you met Malum prior to last night?
Yeah.
How many times?
Probably like 3 times.
3 times?
Yeah.
Okay. What's Malum look like?
He's black.
Black dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was
What's his
with
hairstyle like?
He was with some white girl.
He was with some white girl?
Yeah.
Okay. What does she look like?
White girl.
White girl?
White girl?
Generic white girl?
Yeah, something like that.
What color hair did she have?
I don't know. She was white though, I know that.
She was white. Okay. So let me ask you this. You said you're sitting on the trunk of a car and you heard gunshots and you ran, right?
I wasn't sitting on the trunk of the car when it happened. I was kind of just like looking around, seeing what was going on. It was dark.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Can you describe what was going on around you what before the gunshots happened?
Yeah. Malum was telling us about like what we're doing in the music video.
Okay.
So you were actually shooting the music video when that happened?
I wasn't shooting it.
Well, I'm saying you were participating. You were part of it.
When he says
Not
shooting,
really.
I mean videotaping, or you were part of the videotaping process of the rap video?
I was supposed to be.
Are you like the star?
No, not at all. I didn't even know what I was doing yet.
Oh,
All I know I was
because
getting-
you said you
All
wanted
I
to be a
know I was
rapper.
getting $30, and I got my $30, but I dropped 20.
But you said
Yeah.
you wanted to be a rapper. That's why I was saying, are they making it about you? Because you look
Well-
like you could be a rapper. I could.
Well, the dude was a producer, so I was trying to get my face up. You know what I mean?
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. He was producing about you, the story about you, or no?
No, not about me.
But you were just being part of it because you're an up and coming
Yes,
rapper.
sir. Not
Okay.
up and coming, but I do want to proceed. You know what I mean?
You think you'll make it?
Maybe, you never know.
There you go. Yeah.
Have you shot any videos before?
Never. I gotta look for it. You know what I'm saying?
I hear it.
I see it.
That's real.
Because how old are you?
I'm 20.
Yeah, you're still young enough to be prevalent to people. No, I mean that, bro. You know how it is. You get too old, people like, they don't give a shit about that no more.
Yeah.
So, right before all this happened, though, again, I just need a clear picture of what happened out there. Like, who was around? Like, how many people were out there?
It's been a long night.
Been a long night?
It's been a long night. A lot of shit been running through my goddamn head.
What kind of shit's been running through your head?
Like, cause where they found me was, they found me by, what they call it? Not a microwave. It's called a,
Grill.
there you go. Grill. Yeah, they found me by a grill, and I kind of like overheard them talking to some shit. And they said some bullshit that I really didn't like.
Well, what was the bullshit they said you didn't like?
We got him. There's blood. There's blood. We got his blood or some shit.
Well, I mean, you got some skinned up knees, man, and everything, so there's obviously going to be some blood around there. That doesn't really prove anything or say anything.
I know, but they said,
Here's what I can tell you. Let's not worry about what the people over there
they
said.
said some bullshit. I didn't like. I had to think about it. Like,
Okay.
oh hell no.
Well, what
Oh
do you-
hell no. They tripping.
Well-
Oh hell no. No.
Jordan, here's the thing, though. Now is the opportunity, though, to say what happened out there. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's other people that are, we're talking to as well who, may have saw something or heard something out there. So that's why we're asking you, what happened out there? I want to know from you, because you seem like if you were right there, you saw something.
And to keep it real with you, that's all I had to say. That's pretty much all. You know what I mean? Me, you feel what I'm saying? I hear gunshots. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I thought somebody was shooting at me driving past. You know what I'm saying? There was cars kept driving past with loud music. You know what I mean? And I've been shot before. You know what I'm saying? I got kind of like.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to get shot again. I'm gonna run just like everybody else. You know what I mean? So I started running. Once I ran, I found out I really didn't have shit to do with nothing. So I kind of just tried to like duck off. You know what I mean? Try to get it over with. Maybe I was like pass through. Now y'all found me. Y'all found me.
I just want to clarify something. When you said that's all I have to say, because I have a few other questions. Do you mind if I ask you those questions?
Go ahead.
Okay. So, here's the thing. We know that you were over in that area tonight where, like we were saying, there was gunshots and you ran off. That I believe 100% with you. It's the issue that I have is what happened just prior to that, because I think you know a little bit more about what happened, because there's something that I have that is not going to look good for you. That's why I'm asking you, because I want to hear it from you, because right now what you're saying is not exactly what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
So is there some type of clarification that you might be able to give to us? Because I wasn't there. He wasn't there. So understand, this is like that olive branch that comes out to you that says,
Well,
you know what?
I really don't know what you've seen because I ain't really seen much. You know what I mean?
But Jordan, here's the deal. Look, and you're a smart guy. You know that we're not out here to play games with you, bro. This guy's the lead on the case. I'm out here working it with him. You know that we've been on this since 4:30 this morning, bro. We've been working this thing hard. You're in here talking to us because we feel that you may have some information. If there was an argument that took place out there, if somebody tried to rob somebody, if somebody tried to do something crazy out there, this is that opportunity to tell that story of what happened. The story of, I don't know anything, I just took off running, is probably not going to be the best thing for you to come up with. I can just tell you that right now, because there's multiple other people that were there that would be more than happy that have already spoken to us, okay? So I'm just giving you, everybody gets an opportunity.
Are they black?
I'm not going to tell you all that, brother. You know that. I can't tell you that because I can't give you stuff because I want it to come from you.
Girl?
I just want it to come from you, buddy.
Girl.
Because it needs to come from you, because that way I can say it's the truth. If it comes from you, I know it's the truth.
You better not put blame on me, because I didn't shoot nothing.
So what happened to the white girl?
What do you mean?
What happened to her? You're saying the white girl, what was her involvement with this?
I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe she was gonna be in the video, maybe not. I think that was she probably just a hoe around. I have no idea.
She's just a hoe.
Maybe, I don't know.
Who else was there? Did the white girl have like a man or something like that?
I couldn't say, dude. I didn't really know.
Were you ever at anyone's house earlier in the night?
I was at the tire shop all day.
What's the name of the tire shop?
Sunshine.
Sunshine?
Sunshine. I was there for like a good 6 hours.
Okay.
'Cause
What
I
time did you
crashed-
leave Sunshine?
I crashed my my car in the morning.
Okay.
Popped 3 tires.
What time did you leave Sunshine?
What time did I leave Sunshine?
Yeah.
I think they closed at 5 on Sunday, but he stayed open an extra like 2 hours just to put my on, because I paid him a little bit of money.
So that puts you at around 7 o'clock, right? You said they close at 5. You stayed there a couple hours after.
About maybe.
Okay. Was the sun still up when you left? Okay. Where did you go after that?
Where did I go?
You know, Jordan, look at me.
Huh.
Here's what I'm going to tell you.
I'm thinking about where I went.
I know, I understand, but understand this is only like a couple hours ago. This is not like I'm asking you like what happened 2 months ago.
Yeah, but man, it's been a long goddamn night.
I know. It's been a long night for us too.
Blunt, yes, I'm kind of just like,
You what?
I ain't smoke a blunt.
You didn't smoke a blunt,
No.
so that helps your memory.
It don't have a memory, but it kind of just helps me like wake up
Right.
in the morning.
God bless you, man.
Sir, can I please get some water?
You want some water?
Yeah, man, I'm
We'll
about
get
to
you-
dry.
Yeah, we'll get you a cup of water.
Appreciate it.
But I want to get into specifically though, because like I said, this isn't exactly something that we're, talking where it's. We're not talking about something that happened, 2 months ago. If you and I are talking and just BSing with each other, shooting the shit, when I ask someone like, hey man, how's your day, blah, 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 usually it just comes like this, right? Jordan, here's where you're at right now. And this is that crossroads that I think you need to come to, and you need to come to terms with at this point. Because the story of, man, I was at a tire shop all night and then I magically came somewhere for a rap video, I don't know if that's necessarily going to fly. Let me ask you this. If you were sitting in someone else's position, would you believe that? Would you believe that statement that's made? Thank you. Sometimes, Jordan, when we're doing things, there's two types of situations or way people can view somebody. Okay. Sometimes you could be viewed as a person, man, like some went crazy and I don't know what happened, and all of a sudden it just escalated and I got scared and this is what happened. Or there's also the person that doesn't care about others, and that person has no regard for any human life out there. And that person is looked at as, man, we gotta do something about this guy. He's crazy. I don't know what's going on with him. That's what I think you have to kind of look at the situation right now, because right now, understand what you're saying, it just doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense. Everything I told you, goddamn true.
What, that you were out there and a shooting happened?
Everything.
Okay.
Everything that came out of my mouth was true.
Okay. And you know what? I don't doubt that you were there and that a shooting occurred. That I don't doubt one bit. It's the details surrounding the shooting is what.
And I can tell you the one thing I probably lied about. The dude's name.
Okay.
I think it started with an M. I know it started with an M.
Mm-hmm.
I know it started with an M. That's pretty much it.
But who else?
I'm talking about the producer.
But who else was there?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Is it someone that you've seen before, or is it somebody that
Never.
you haven't seen before?
Never.
How many people total were there besides the producer and the girl, and who else?
It was like 2 or 3.
2 or 3 others?
2 or 3 others.
So how many total, including you?
Maybe 3, maybe 4,
Maybe 3, maybe 4.
maybe 4.
Were you under the influence of any drugs?
Yeah,
What were you under the influence of?
I was prescribed.
Okay. Okay.
When did you take your last?
My last one?
Yeah.
I mean, I still had a couple more at the house.
No, I'm saying, did you take one yesterday? Did you take one the
Yeah, I
day?
probably take like 2 every couple of days.
2, and what do you take those for, buddy?
My hand,
What'd you do to your hand?
got shot
How long ago was that?
2 months ago.
I would say still get. Where'd you get shot at? What area of town?
Hit right here.
No, I'm saying what area of town, buddy? Where did you live when that happened?
Oh, it happened in Clearwater.
Oh, okay, down in Clearwater. Wow.
Yeah.
They got the guys who did it? No.
I didn't know the area like that at all. I really.
So you're a guy who kind of travels around. You live in Brandon, you're over in Clearwater, some shit happens, and then you're down in Riverview and shit happens.
I like seeing new shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been going up to Spring Hill a lot too.
Do you?
It's a nice view down there.
Is
We
it
want to move down there.
kind of country-ish? Huh?
Yeah, it's cool though. There's cool people out there.
Yeah, no. I've been up there many times. I know what it's like.
Yeah, yeah.
But Jordan, I want to get back to what happened last night, because last night I think is important, and it's a crossroads in your life where you have to make a decision of what you want to do and how you want to be viewed. If something happened out there, because you're leaving a lot out of the story, okay? That's what you're doing. You're leaving some details out. All I want to know is some of those details. What happened out there? If you can shed some light on that, it might help us find out and piece this all together.
So what question were you asking?
What happened? What happened?
What you know? Bullshitting? I wasn't bullshitting, bro. I just told you everything.
That you were there and a shooting occurred.
And I ran on these 2 feet.
Okay.
One of my shoes fell off while I was trying to run.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Who had a gun?
I don't know.
Did you have a gun?
No. I'm confused.
What's confusing about that question?
Because I was showed a fake gun.
Okay. By who?
Guy's name. Had it.
Okay.
I was showed a fake gun now.
Where?
And,
Where?
when I jumped on the back of the car.
So where you ran from is where you were showed a fake gun?
Yep.
Okay.
No, not where I ran from when I got picked up.
Okay, so you were showed a fake gun to be part of this?
Yeah.
Okay,
It was a BB gun.
but who had the real gun?
I don't know. I was showed a fake gun. I was like, look, we got props. We got tripod and shit. I'm gonna do this. Pay $30. Stand video.
I'm sure it was all filmed.
Was it?
I'm sure it is.
Oh.
That's why we want to kind of get your side of the story, bro.
Sounds good.
Because maybe there's an explanation for stuff, bro. Maybe there's a story behind it we don't know. All we can say is what we've seen and what we've looked at already. Maybe there's an explanation. That's why he's asking you, man. Because
I
told you.
I don't get what he asked me though. Because you just said that like I didn't answer anything right or something.
no, there is no right or wrong. It's only the truth. There's no right or wrong, buddy. I can promise you that. Only the truth. That's all we're asking you to do is tell us the truth in here. Plain and simple. Because the truth may help you or may hurt you. I don't know as long as it's the truth. Because here's what he's saying. Remember how he told you there's two ways to look at everything. Okay. Let's say that there's an instance and it's really bad. Okay. And somebody looks at Jordan. I'm going to use you for instance. Somebody looks at Jordan and they go, yeah, Jordan, that's bad as hell. And Jordan showed no remorse. He didn't think anything about it. He's like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And then you're able to show all this stuff that shows, well, Jordan wasn't truthful for you. That obviously makes Jordan look bad. Okay. But if Jordan comes up and says, hey, this is how it happened. I'm going to tell you all everything. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. At the very least, people are going to know that Jordan's an honest person and that they know that he's owning up to whatever happens. And this is the explanation. Right or wrong, whatever it may be, this is the truth in the explanation. Because people will paint that picture at one point in their life. They're going to look at Jordan and go, is he a good guy or is he a really, really bad guy? Okay, or is he somebody who's going to tell the truth about what happened, or is he somebody who's going to lie down the road on it? Because eventually this man's going to have to sit in front of people and tell that story, and he's going to have to present everything that he's got out there. And part of that's going to be how truthful Jordan was in that room, and how truthful other people were that we talked to, and how truthful video may be, and how truthful physical evidence may be, and whatever else that has to go along with this to be able to show it. All he's asking you to do is explain what happened. We already know what happened, buddy. I'm not going to lie to you. We know what happened. This is your opportunity to give that explanation that could make a difference. It could make a big difference on how things happen. But we don't know that explanation. Only you can tell us what's going through your mind. Only you were there. Only you can tell us what you saw and what you heard. I can't tell you what you saw. I can't tell you what you heard. This is that opportunity for you to tell us, buddy, this is what I was thinking. This is what I was seeing. This is why this happened. This is what I did, blah, blah, blah. Please take this opportunity to tell your story.
I understand that. 100%.
Tell me about being down there with the people. That's all right, man. My stomach too. I haven't eaten today either. Trust me, my fat ass in a minute, my stomach's gonna be going. Tell me what happened down there when all of y'all are sitting down there before the gunshots. Okay? Who's holding the camera? Let's get to that part. Let's see if we're gonna. This is trust questions. Who's holding the camera to film stuff? Because I know the answer to this already.
I don't know. I was asked if I wanted to film.
Okay, you were asked at some point, and were you holding the camera or was it someone else?
I was holding the camera at first.
At some point. But,
Yeah, I seen it. I grabbed it.
I got you. At the shooting, when the shooting happened, were you holding the camera or somebody else?
No, I wasn't holding it. No.
That's what I'm saying. Someone else. Okay, so there we go. Trust question. Okay, now you said earlier, and look, you and I are going to have to get past this.
Mhm.
We're going to have to get past the whole trust thing because, listen, I will never lie to you, and I don't want you to lie to me. So we got to back up a little bit.
What?
All right? Now, I know where this happened. I know that this happened at the end of a gravel road down there in a gravel circle. You know what gravel is, right?
What happened?
Rock. Hold on. The incident, the shooting. Because you already said it's a shooting. Okay? The gravel. You know what gravel is? Rocks. Right? You know what gravel is?
A rocky road.
Rocks. Broke up little rocks everywhere.
I know what gravel road is. Yeah.
Okay. So this happened at the end of that gravel road. Correct?
No.
Listen, remember what I told you about you and I telling the truth?
I've never been on no gravel road. I know what you guys are talking about. Yes. But I...
What do you mean you know what
I
I'm
didn't-
talking about?
I know what you guys are talking about, the gravel road.
Okay, how do you know what gravel road I'm talking
On
about?
Big Bend.
I'm talking about a gravel road where all this happened tonight, where you guys were shooting a video. I know that this is where y'all were shooting the video. This is what I'm trying to tell you about, buddy.
That's what I just said.
Okay, so you guys were down there shooting the video on the gravel road tonight.
No. Nope. Nope.
So
I never went down.
Okay, you never went down. Did you stay by the car on the gravel road?
No. I was just sitting on the trunk the whole time.
That's what I'm saying. Did you stay by the car at the gravel road?
Yeah, the car wasn't on the gravel road.
No, I just saw the car. It's sitting on the gravel road, buddy. Trust me.
Is it?
Yeah, I was just there. Remember what I told you. We've been working this for 6 hours now. There's not a lot of answers that we don't know. What we don't know is your explanation. And again, your explanation is for your benefit to be able to tell us how this happened and why this happened and what occurred and anything else. A lot of times things go crazy and go bad and people don't plan it. The worst thing that can happen is that someone planned this. This is how this happened. It was planned. Oh my God. Somebody planned for a gun to be fired down there. Because that makes you look horrible. Whoever pulled the trigger, that makes them look horrible. Okay? If it's an accident, so be it. Tell that story that it's an accident. If it's self-defense, so be it. But don't sit in here and say it didn't happen. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Because, bro, that's the worst thing. I'm telling you. Because that just shows that somebody's not telling the truth. And all we want is the truth. We want your version of the truth and exactly how it happened. Tell me what happened down there at that gravel road. That's it. I know already. I want to hear your side. I want to see from your vision and what you saw.
I'm disappointed. I can't make the work. Fucked up my face.
Talk to me, Jordan. Tell me about last night. What happened down there, buddy?
I just did, man. I told y'all a whole goddamn.
You didn't tell me.
story.
You didn't tell me anything about last night, buddy. You told me you were down there and some shots.
Talking for 30 minutes.
I understand that. So we got to the point that somebody else was holding the camera, okay? And that you were down there, and somebody else was holding the camera. Who was holding the gun when it went off? There's only 4 of y'all down there. You've already said that. You and 3 other people.
I think.
Okay. So you think. So who's holding the gun when the gun went off? That's an easy answer for me, bro. Don't bullshit. You're not protecting anyone, anything else. Just tell me that part, and let's move forward from there at least.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
About 3 cars pulled up blasting music. I said, what the boom, 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 boom. What the I'm running too. Yeah, what do you mean?
Jordan.
Just like that.
Jordan, let me ask you this. After that happened, so you ran, did you meet up with anybody?
Did I meet up with anybody? What do you mean, did I meet up with anybody?
Did you meet up with anybody? It's a simple question. Did you meet up with anybody at all? Before the deputies got up to you? Did you meet with anybody at all?
I think. No, night. No, night. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Did you have any conversations with anybody after all this happened?
No.
Do you have your phone with you?
Do not.
Where did you last see it?
I have no idea. I dropped it.
Where?
I have no idea.
Did you have it with you when you were at the rap video?
Yes, I did.
You did.
Yeah.
What kind of phone do you have? Maybe I can return it to you.
Did you guys find it?
I'm asking you because we have all kinds of evidence that we found.
You guys got my phone, don't you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know the answer to that. You're the one who can tell me that, though, what your phone looks like.
iPhone.
It's an iPhone. What model? I have an iPhone. What model?
6.
A 6. Does it have a password?
No.
Okay. What is that password to that phone?
Why are you saying my password?
How do I know it's your phone? I got evidence at the scene, dude. How do I differentiate which phone is which?
So you do got my phone.
There's all kinds of evidence in that scene. I'm not going to say to you that I have your phone or I don't have your phone. I'm asking you.
Why can't you tell me though? You want all these answers from me, but you won't tell me if you have my phone.
Because I don't know the answer to it yet, Jordan.
That's $100 phone, man.
It's $100 phone?
It's a cheap phone. It's only 6.
iPhones aren't cheap, they're expensive.
Yeah, it's only 6, so. But,
iPhones don't lose their value very much.
that's like $1,000 phone right there.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, man, what's up, dude? You got my phone, dude. You know you got my phone.
I don't know if I do or not. Where did you last have it?
How you don't know? It's either yes or no.
Because I can't specifically tell you who or what I have.
Why can't you tell me?
Because there's an active investigation going that maybe you can help with. That's why. Okay?
I ain't got shit anyway.
Why would you be worried about what's on your phone?
Just because everything's going on. I'm in cops, dude. I'm sitting in front of y'all too. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. But, you know, Jordan, getting back to that though, what he was talking about with like trust questions, things like that.
Yes, sir.
You know, how is it that I can weigh anything that you're saying right now as being truthful? Because I think you do know who was holding a gun.
You think I know who was holding a gun?
Yeah, I do. I do. So, now is that time, Jordan, for you to come to terms with what exactly you're going to go forward with, okay? Am I going to explain details of what occurred, or am I going to let something else come out? Because, you know, they were obviously filming a rap video, right? Filming a rap video. What's going to happen when we recover the footage of the rap video? You don't know?
Nope. What the, I don't know.
Off the Canon camera with the tripod on it that was thrown away after the scene that we found now.
Oh, you guys found that?
What's going to be on the video?
I didn't know.
You don't know? Jordan.
They talking about what's gonna be on the video?
Yeah, what's going to be on it?
Like,
Is there going to be a rap video on it?
I don't know. I don't think you saw the recording.
Yeah, shooting's on the video.
Oh,
That's why I just asked for an explanation, buddy.
yeah. I'm sure.
That's all I was asking for, is just give me an explanation.
So you guys got my phone?
Remember when I asked you if you met anybody afterwards? Remember that? That was one of those trust questions. Did you meet anyone afterwards?
I don't know.
You don't know.
No.
Okay. Is there anything that is causing you to have any type of memory loss at this point?
Yeah.
What?
Me sitting in front of you guys.
So you sitting in front of me causes you to have memory loss.
Yes.
Why is that?
Because I keep thinking about this burglary.
The burglary is literally the least of any troubles at this point. Okay?
That's why I'm here, right?
That's why you're here for the moment. But I want to know what happened during that rap video.
You guys think I shot?
Did you shoot anybody?
Did I shoot anybody?
Yeah.
You guys think I did the shooting? That's why I'm here.
Did you shoot anybody?
I'm not saying I didn't shoot anybody.
No?
It's not in my heart.
It's not in your heart?
No.
Okay. Well, why should I believe any of that? Help me understand that.
Because I got a full-time job that look like shooting. You know what I mean?
My friend,
and
I've dealt
I
with
can get my
people-
gun license in 2 months.
I've
You know
dealt
what I
with
mean?
people who've had $1 million a year salaries
Right,
who've
don't have
shot
any
and killed
felonies.
people.
I don't have any felonies. I'm
Okay.
trying to get my gun license in like 2 months.
Okay, well, that's a good thing. I mean, guns are a very it takes a lot of responsibility to own a firearm and to use a firearm and to carry a firearm. Okay, it is a right to have a firearm, but it is a privilege to have a firearm as well.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a very awesome force, having a firearm. You can take someone's life very easily with a firearm. Have you ever seen anyone get shot before, besides yourself?
I've seen, yeah, a couple times.
When was the last time you saw someone get shot?
Me?
You? What about last night?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Are you concerned with whatever's going on out there, if someone's hurt or not?
Is somebody hurt?
Are you concerned if anyone is hurt or not?
I mean, yeah, I mean, what the fuck? I'm not an asshole. You know what I mean?
I didn't say you were. Are you concerned if someone was hurt or not?
Yeah.
Are you concerned if someone is dead or not?
Yeah.
What do you think is going on?
I have no idea. I dropped my phone.
You dropped your phone.
Yep.
Jordan, I'm going to ask you straight up.
And you guys have it, don't you?
I'm going to ask you straight up, Jordan.
What's up?
What led to the shooting? What happened? What happened that led to several people getting hurt last night? What happened?
You said several people getting hurt last
Yeah.
night. Am I one of those people?
Well, I would consider that a flesh wound, and you would be able to walk
So
away
you're
from
trying to tell
that.
me somebody got shot? That's what you're trying to say?
Yes, I am.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Do you have children?
No. No kids.
Not that you know of, at least.
No kids.
Alright.
Why you did that?
Be surprised. Some people, they're not sure if they have kids or not.
I wrap up.
You what?
I wrap up.
You wrap up.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful with some of these scandalous women out there, though.
That's
They may
true.
poke a hole in it. Get you for child support. Want to be paying for 18 years?
Heard? I heard that.
Plenty of people who do.
Heard that. Straight up.
But Jordan, there might be somebody out there who's never going to see their children again. There might be somebody out there whose family is going to want answers of what happened out there. And at some point, I'm going to have to talk to those people. And I'm going to have to explain to them that there was an individual there who's giving me a very, very general statement of what's going on, who I believe is an eyewitness to what occurred.
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh shit, dog.
Yeah.
Man, my eyes seen what the hell I done told you. And I was
Do you just not want to see part of it?
What do you mean?
You said your eyes seen what I told you. Do your eyes not want to see certain parts of it?
That's what I seen.
What about when the shooting occurred, though? Take me through exactly what happened.
I already did. I'm not gonna go over it again.
Okay. That's fair enough. You gonna continue to talk to me?
What do you want to talk about? You still talking?
I just want to know what the details are, what happened, and that's all. That's why I'm here.
Okay.
Plain and simple. I want to know so I can explain to some family out there why their loved one may not be coming home anymore. Because I would do it for you. I'd go to your loved ones, whoever they are. And I would hope to be able to give them as many answers as possible. The other thing that's out there too is somewhere along the line, there is a firearm that is outstanding at this point. My friend, where you were contacted by the deputies, there's a lot of kids in that neighborhood over there, okay? How would you feel if you had knowledge of where a firearm was and some 5-year-old got their hand on it and thought, oh, look, a cool toy. And then either shot themselves or shot somebody else, like a friend of theirs. Say like even let's go older than 5. Let's say like over 10-year-olds.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty blowed.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a dead child before?
Yes, I have.
You have? I've seen quite a few.
Seen one.
Yeah?
A little cousin drowned.
Drowned? That's terrible, man. I've worked with quite a few drownings, and it's never easy to go to. Let's put it that way, because most of the time it's a freak accident that happened.
Right.
Last night it was not an accident, though. I can tell you that right now. It's not an accident, but what happened? What I can tell you is, though, what I'm afraid for is if there is a firearm that's outstanding out there and some little child gets their hands on it and a tragedy occurs, I would have to take that one to my grave as well, because I'd be like, man, I'd try to do everything I could to try to get that firearm and I couldn't get it. I'd call that a loss. That's a loss for me. That's something that I don't know if I could walk around anymore with, okay?
So what are you trying to...
I want to know where the firearm is that was used.
Oh.
That's what I want to know. Can you tell me that much?
No idea.
You have no idea?
No idea.
Okay. Well, I hope and pray that a small child doesn't get their hands on that firearm.
You do that?
Yeah. Because I'll be honest with you, Jordan. I mean, that's something that, because you were there. You know what happened out there. So you do have somewhat of a civic responsibility to say, look, there could be a gun over here, or whatever. Something like that. Just so that we could ensure that a child doesn't get hurt, that a child doesn't lose their life over BS, over something that, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people do what they do, if people want to shoot rap videos and, have beef with each other or whatever the case might be, I don't know. This isn't, last time I checked, this isn't South Central LA. So we're not dealing with like some huge gang neighborhood over here or whatnot. Like, I quite frankly don't believe that that's necessarily what happened last night out there. I think it was a pretty self-contained incident with the 4 people that were there. That's what I think. And that's what you know as well.
But,
you know that.
But I know.
You know that one of the 4 of you that were there was in possession of that firearm.
One of the 4 of us, you say?
Yeah.
I don't know if there were 4 of us. I'm pretty sure there was...
Jordan, let's cut it out.
2
like
more.
that. You know what I'm saying? Because look, we all got time, we all got places to be, we all got things to do. Okay?
Understood.
Jordan, understand this. This is your opportunity to tell us exactly what happened, to tell us your side of the story, to say exactly what happened. Not the, man, I was looking around and I don't know what happened, man. I just heard gunshots and I ran. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Life.
I'm going to look right at you in your eye. I'm going to say that's bullshit. Okay?
It's happened before, man.
I'm sure it has, but not like you're
Just
saying.
standing around and gunshots. That happened before, man.
You are an unlucky man then, Jordan.
I know.
You are an unlucky man if that's happened to you. And you should thank your lucky stars that you haven't been killed if that's happened to you in the past. Because bullets don't have names on them, my friend.
I believe in God.
So do I.
Do you?
Yes, sir.
Do you really, Jordan?
Yes, sir.
With everything that's holy, you really believe in God?
Yes.
And then you're going to sit in here and tell me this story as it is, as you've been identified as a shooter.
I've been identified as a shooter?
Yep, I just straight up told you that, brother.
By who?
And you're going to, bro, you're going to sit here and lie to me and you expect me to share with you? That doesn't work that way.
I've been identified as a shooter.
I just told you this, and you're going to preach God to us in here like you're holier than everything, bro. Like you're holier than everything. You're going to sit in here with that and tell us that when we give you an opportunity to tell us what happened in a side of everything, and you're going to sit in here and treat us like we're dumbasses. Okay? It just doesn't work for me, buddy. It doesn't work for me at all when we sit in here and we give you opportunities to tell us what happened and the explanation of what happened, because you know what? You may not be a bad guy.
If I've been identified as a shooter?
You may not be a bad guy. Because you know what? There may be an explanation as to things that occur. Somebody may not be telling me the truth. I don't know that. That's why I sit in here with you and I try and get the truth out of, and I try and get the explanation. But you've given me nothing. You've given me not one little bit of the true story that happened. And you know why? Because I already have all the evidence that shows that you're not telling me the truth off of it. Just the explanation is all he asked for. This man has sat here and poured out everything to you and tried to be honest with you and help you out and do everything he can, and you try and throw out the godly thing to him, man.
Hey, I could have just,
Well, you can do whatever you want to do, bro, but don't play the godly thing. That's just ridiculous with it.
It is. It isn't. This is one of those things. Well, you know what?
Yeah, godly thing.
Well,
but
you're invoking the name of. You're invoking the name of God, though, when clearly there's some. I don't really care where you sat for a year.
God got me out of that situation.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, he did.
Well, you know, hopefully God will smile on you on this one too, but it's not looking too good. So this is your opportunity to come to terms with God.
I didn't do any shootings.
Okay, well,
I did not do no shooting.
Then what'd you do?
I didn't do any shooting.
What did you do?
So you're not going to sit here in my face and tell me I shot.
Then what did you do? What happened? Tell me what happened. Tell me what happened.
I told you. I just told you.
Well, who was there?
Man, you can't do that.
Who was there?
You can't do that.
Why can't I do that?
Y'all both just got mad as f*** at me. Why y'all both just got
mad?
My friend,
let me tell you something. This is business. I'm not mad at you. I'm going to go home and not think about you again. Okay?
I'm going to be sweet and sour. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, man. Like, shit, this man was just...
That's part of life. That's part of life. You're a grown man. You're an adult, my friend. Look at me when I talk to you. You're an adult. Take responsibility for your action. Take responsibility for what happened tonight. Let me go tell the people who are dead tonight over what happened out there. I told you before I would do it for you. I would do it to your loved ones. Who do you love the most in this world? Besides yourself, who's the one you love the most in this world?
Dead?
Who is the one that you love the most in this world?
Dead?
Yes, there is.
Who?
There are people dead in this.
Who?
That you know answers for.
Who is dead, bro?
There is a girl who is dead. Do you understand that? Someone's life is gone. They're not coming back. Jordan, she has 2 small children. 2. That they're never going to see their mother again. They're never going to see their mother again. How would you feel knowing that you couldn't see your mother ever again? I got to go talk to those little babies right now, 2 and 3 years old. That's what I got to do. So give me an explanation. Tell me what happened.
I just told you, sir.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
I just told you, man. I'm not bullshit with you, dog.
Then what happened? Then, because you're leaving out a clear gap in this story. There's a gap, Jordan. You know it, and I know it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she's dead. And I'm not bullshitting you. She's got 2 small children who are never, ever going to see their mother again. She was a good woman. She didn't deserve that. She did not deserve that.
Sir.
And there's somebody else on life support.
I didn't say she did deserve it. I did not say she deserved it.
So then what happened?
Somebody on life support?
Yeah. So there might be 2. There might be 2.
That's a shame. That's sad. That's really sad.
But when that person pulls through, what are they going to tell me? Because they might. They're on life support right now, but they're at Tampa General, one of the best hospitals in the country.
Is he black?
Doesn't matter what his skin color is. He's shot. That's what he is. I don't play the race game. I don't play any of that bullshit. It doesn't matter. Black, white, Hispanic, it doesn't matter. They're a victim. It's a victim. Someone who, all accounts, didn't do anything wrong. But you were there. If they did do something wrong, then now, and only now, is the opportunity for you to say what happened. If you don't, then that's on you, brother. That's on you. It's never going to... Look, again, like I told you, at the end of the day, I'm going home. Okay? I'm going home, and I'm probably not going to think about this again.
I'm going home too because I didn't do any shootings.
Okay, then who did? You tell me then. Who did? Who did it? Huh? Who did it? You can't even say it, can you?
I don't know.
Because you did it.
How am I say? You said
That's
I did
why.
it.
Yeah, you. You're the one.
You got me.
You. No, I don't. I got you just right. I got you just right. Nope.
Why you say I did it?
Because there is
makes you
evidence.
believe that I did
There is
it?
evidence to show that you did. Okay? I'm not going to put the cards on the table for you, my friend. I'm not going to do it. Okay? No, it's not. It's called life.
It's really fucked up.
Well, life is fucked up. Understand that life is very fucked up. There's, you know what's fucked up? You know what's fucked up?
Murder?
I'm not saying that at all right now.
So what the fuck?
I want your statement. That's what I want
You're
from
telling
you.
me I fucking killed people, dog.
Doesn't matter. Some people have killed people and gotten away with it before.
Because maybe there's an explanation. Like we said, maybe there's an explanation, buddy. When I sat in here and I told you that, I wholeheartedly meant that. We're past the point of us believing that you shot. Listen, I want you to listen to me. We're past that point.
So past the
Please.
point thinking I did it or I didn't do it.
No. Listen. That you were there and that you shot. Let me finish, please. Jordan, please let me finish. But maybe, Jordan, maybe there's an explanation. Maybe it's self-defense. Maybe it's an accident. Maybe it's cold-blooded killing. I don't know. You're the only one that knows that, buddy. And that's what we wanted to give you that opportunity, is for you to explain yourself. Explain why it happened. Because remember when we told you...
I said I want to be a rapper. I'm not a killer, dog.
Okay, but remember how we told you that there's two paintings here?
I'm not a killer.
Okay, so then it's an accident. So maybe it's self-defense. I don't know. Tell me, buddy. Tell me why it happened. I don't know this. I go into rooms all the time and talk to people, and when I leave out of there, I go, you know what? That story that they just told me, the truth that they just told me, that now makes sense. That explains everything in it. Everything whatsoever. Everything whatsoever. Because you go in there knowing what you know already, but I can't get that explanation from anyone but you. You're the only one that can give me that explanation, buddy. You're the only one that can tell me why it happened. What caused this to happen? Was it somebody that was scaring you? Was it somebody that was running up on you? Was it some other beef that was ongoing? I don't know this. Did someone try and rob you? Whatever it may be, that explanation needs to come out. That's the explanation that needs to come out, whichever one it is, that's the truth. Okay? Other than I'm a cold-blooded killer. I wanted to go down there and shoot some people, and I did. And I don't think that, bro. And I've sat with you for 45 minutes. I cold-heartedly don't think you're a cold-blooded killer because I sat there and looked at your eyes. And I've sat in rooms with people that are cold-blooded as could be.
Thank you.
Cold-blooded as could be.
Thank you.
So then that means that there's an explanation out there that I don't know. That means there's an explanation that I don't know. But the only one that can tell me that is you. Because you know what everybody else is going to do? They're going to look out for themselves. They're going to look out for themselves. Plain and simple. You have to give me that explanation. And only you.
Well, you guys just f*** my whole head up.
I don't want to f*** you up, bro. I just want you
My
to tell
whole
me
head
why.
up. This man is telling me 2 people f***ing died, bro.
I just want you to tell me
I didn't
why.
say 2 people had died. One's dead. The other one's on life support.
Just tell me why, buddy. Tell me why. So if there's an explanation, let me go tell that story for you. Let me go explain that to my supervisors and everybody else and go, hold up, guys. We didn't know everything. We didn't even know how it happened. Guess what? Now we do. He told me all this. He told me this is why it happened. This is what happened. Holy shit. Why didn't we know that before? Because he didn't tell us that before. He sat in there and told me what happened now. Now this makes sense. Now I understand why he did it. But only you can tell me that, bro. Because everybody else, they're going to tell me he's just cold-blooded. That's all the they're going to tell me. Because they don't know what's going through your mind or why. No one else knows that.
But Jordan, right now, one of the things that you do have to do is you have to be, when we ask you specific questions, you have to be honest with us. You have to say, because look, we already know the answer to certain things that we're asking. It's that gauge. we're gauging how well you're actually going to. Right now, you're not being 100% truthful with us. I agree with you. Like you said, yes, you were there. Yes, a shooting occurred. Absolutely. Okay? It's the events prior to and just after and during that need clarification. I asked you specifically 2 times in 2 different instances of certain things that I know the answer to. It's proven by fact at this point. It's not disputable at this point. But you seem to not be able to answer those questions, which tells me I'm at a loss at that point then, okay? I am at a loss to say, well, because I want to hear your story, because I know that there's more to it than just what you're saying and maybe what the others are saying, okay? But at this time, you have to come to that crossroads in life. You have to be able to say, you know what? Suck it in and say, you know what? Okay. Here's what happened. And lay it out. From A to Z, no breaks, no nothing. A to Z, how you met, what happened during, what happened after.
So this shit's on the news, huh?
It doesn't matter if it's on the news or not.
You just said 2 people are fucking dead, bro.
Yes.
So this is
Only
on the
one
fucking
person is
news.
dead.
This is on the news?
Yeah, it's on the news. Can't stop the media, man.
Yeah, but
People have a right to know.
everybody was fucking recording me, bro. Why y'all arresting me?
They recorded you for the burglary investigation. Nobody knows about
But there's 2 people fucking dead. Why the fuck everybody was recording me, bro? While I was walking to the car, bro.
Doesn't matter, man. I wasn't there.
So that makes me look like a fucking killer, bro.
Well, did you kill anybody?
Oh, no, I didn't kill anybody.
Jordan,
No, I did not kill anybody. No, I did not.
then tell me who did.
So you're not gonna sit here and tell me I did?
Jordan, then what happened then? Because you were there. What happened? Why are you holding it back then? Why would you protect somebody else? Other people.
Tell me about it.
So don't
Tell me
protect
about
them.
it.
Don't protect them then.
Sad, man. I'm real sad. R.I.P.
Jordan, do you know, again, I'll go back to just the before part, before any of this even occurred. When I asked you specifically where your car was or where your phone was, do you know that we know certain things? It's indisputable, and I know where you were beforehand that you're not telling me about, and I know where you went right after that you're not telling me about, and we've asked. Look me in the eye when I asked you that. We asked, right? I asked you where you were before, where you were after, and you seem to not be able to tell me. Okay? I asked. That's that trust factor.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. You fucking look. Oh, head up.
I know.
I'm sorry, no.
It's a lot.
I'm sorry.
It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in. So now with a clear head, take a deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Come on.
I'm good.
Where were you before all this happened?
I was walking down 301.
You were walking down 301.
Walking down 301.
Okay.
And I heard a, yo! I heard a, yo! Let's see, bro.
What does that mean?
I heard like a yo,
Okay.
and then
And then what?
I can't think of his name. That's what I want, right?
No, I want the
names.
truth. That's what I
I
want.
want names.
Yeah, I
That's
do.
what want.
I do. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I know that. I want names.
Jordan, the truth flows. It comes out. This is a simple question. This is a non-incriminating question. This is nothing. This is, hey man, where were you at last night? I want you to just tell me the truth. That's all. That's all I want you to do. Is just say what happened. Where were you
All right.
beforehand?
Boom, look, check it out. Let me get my phone, and I can make a phone call right now to tell you where I was.
How is that possible?
Why in the world would you need a phone call to tell you where you were, buddy?
Because, backup, you know what I mean? Tell you that it's the truth. You know what I mean?
Well, we'll verify that. Just tell us where you were. We'll go verify that.
I was with a female house.
Okay,
What's her
what's her name?
Liz.
Liz what?
I don't know her last name.
How do you get a hold of Liz? She's in your phone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's Liz look like?
That's good.
What's she look like?
That's good, no. What the?
Because Liz don't
Oh,
exist,
you wanna
right?
know? No, Liz definitely exists.
Oh, bullshit. Then tell me what she is, where she live, where she go, who she be with.
She lives in Kensington.
Okay.
She works at my job.
Where's your
You know what
job?
I'm saying? Massimo's.
Massimo's?
Yes, sir.
What's that?
It's a restaurant in Sefner.
Max-
Not Sefner. Ruskin.
Massimo's in Ruskin.
Yeah.
She works there. Liz works there.
Yeah.
And Liz is going to say that she was with you all night, right?
I never said all night. Never said all night. Did not say all night. But give me my phone. I can call her right now.
Where is Liz's house? You were with her, right? Were you at her house or were you somewhere else?
In the driveway.
Driveway where?
In the car.
Where?
301.
301 and what? 301's huge.
5 Big Ben.
By Big Ben.
Almost. I think so.
What?
I said almost. I think so.
Almost, you think so?
I don't know the area like that. I don't
Were
know
you in a
the
parking
area.
lot or in front of a house or something else?
In front of the house.
In front of her house.
Yes, sir.
Her name is Liz. You were in front of her house. And that's where your car was last at?
My car?
Yeah.
No, that's not my car. Was.
Yeah, were you right? You
I
were with
was-
her?
Yeah, she has her own car.
How did you get there?
I walked.
Walk from where?
Well, she picked me up,
From where?
and then I walked to the gas station.
Then you walked to the gas station.
Yep.
Okay.
And then that's when I got pulled up on.
By who?
White girl,
Okay.
black dude.
Just a white girl and a black dude?
I'm pretty sure I see somebody else in the back, but I ain't seen no face.
And what would, have you seen these people before?
Who?
The people that rolled up on you.
The people that died?
The people that rolled up on you.
Could you tell me who died?
No.
Well, you told me a girl died.
Yeah, a girl is dead. A mother of two.
So who's the one on life support?
Doesn't matter.
Black.
You tell me, finish your story. Finish your story. I'm not giving you evidence. Understand?
No, bro. I'm kind of just like.
You feel bad, right?
Or do you? Do you feel bad?
Sad.
Sad what?
Sad. Dude.
Sad that we're in this position right now, or sad that people are dead?
Sad that people like this.
Yeah? Yeah, it is sad.
Sad.
Who's Giovanni?
Who?
Giovanni? Giovanni?
Game or whatever the fuck his name is.
Talking about the rapper?
Yeah.
His name is Giovanni.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about the big rich rapper? The Game?
No, not that one.
The one you were hanging out with last night.
Game?
Whose house we all were at? Come on, bro. We know more. Okay?
Who's Giovanni?
I don't know.
You don't know. Is
What
that
was
what
the-
you're telling me? You don't know.
Let me ask you this. What was the rap video supposed to be of? Like, what was the rap video? Like, what were you all supposed to do? What was your role in the rap video?
I really don't know. I don't know.
Why not?
because it wasn't really my rap. You know what I mean?
You're a rapper, right? Don't you want to do your thing?
I don't have not one rap out.
Whose rap was it then?
Huh?
Whose rap was it? Who was the producer? Who was the rap?
Right now, you're making yourself have to be a backup dancer, dude. So you need to.
Huh?
The dude who pulled up on me.
Okay, what did he look like?
Black.
Black guy.
Yep.
Really? That's what you're gonna tell me? He's a black guy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Describe him.
Who's the game?
Describe him. Describe the black guy that pulled up on you, like you said. I'm listening.
Describe him.
Mm-hmm.
Black.
There's a lot of black men in Tampa. You have to be a little bit more specific than that. That's just like saying a white guy pulled up on you. There's plenty of white people in Tampa. Yeah. I'm going to show you something.
Okay.
Okay?
You just hit play. You can turn it.
Who's that? Who's that?
Play it.
Who?
Play it.
No, I'm only going to play that. Who's that?
I don't know his name.
You don't know his name? What's his role? Was he there? Was he there? Yeah, it is crazy.
That's the game?
Doesn't matter. Was he there?
I didn't do no f***ing shootings, and I'm gonna tell you that again. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I didn't do no f***ing shootings. No shooting. I didn't shoot nobody. You understand what I'm saying?
You either did it
Help
or
me
you saw
understand that
someone.
then. Help me understand. Who was there? What happened?
I'm leaving it there.
You're leaving it there?
I didn't shoot nobody.
You didn't shoot nobody.
Didn't shoot nobody.
Then who
I didn't
did?
shoot nobody.
Who did?
You, like, goddamn.
You
I
were
don't
there.
know.
You were
I
in.
don't know. What I'm supposed to f***ing do if I don't know? I'm trying to. I don't sit in here and trying to give you something that I f***ing know. You know what I'm saying?
You're trying to fish. That's what you're trying to do.
Just said,
You trying to fish.
no, I don't want to talk. You know what I'm saying? Take me to jail. You know what I'm saying? Or a lawyer. I mean, that would probably would have been the smartest thing to do, but I ain't got.
That's on you,
I don't
dude.
got shit to hide.
That's what
I don't
you.
got shit to hide. You know what I'm saying? I do not got shit to hide. I don't got shit to hide. I don't. Honestly, don't. I do not got shit to hide.
Jordan, let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
There's 4 people down there filming this video. You, a dead girl, another guy that got shot, and one other guy. So, I know that the guy that got shot didn't shoot the dead girl, and the dead girl didn't shoot him. So that takes those 2 people out of the equation. So that only leaves 2 people left.
You think I'm one of them?
Hold on. I know that you're one of them down there. I know this for a fact. So that leaves you and another individual down there.
It goes down to 2 shooters. Man, you got me
What's that?
fucked up.
I didn't say there was 2 shooters.
No, that's what you said.
I said there's 2 people down there.
You said it goes down to 2 shooters,
It goes down to 2 people.
and you're thinking I'm one of them.
You're one of those 2 people down there. I'm saying one of those 2 people shot both those people.
And you're thinking I'm one of them.
I said you are one of these 2 people. You are absolutely one of these 2 people. So it's either you shot him or this other guy shot him. So I'm trying to figure it out. One of you 2 did. So it's either you or you're trying to protect this person over here. And if that's it, so be it. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know what that story is.
That shit out of
But I know that the story that you're telling me doesn't match.
You think if it come down to a fucking murder, me and somebody else, you think if I didn't do it, I'm gonna take the charge for that dude?
I don't know.
It's stupid.
I have no idea.
It's stupid. Especially somebody I don't even know the fucking name.
Okay. Well, then I would expect that you would tell me what happened. But you're not. That's what's weird.
Sir, I just told you everything goddamn I know.
No, buddy, that's not how it works.
Just about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not
What-
even just
what's
about.
the just about part?
literally.
What's the just about part that you're leaving out?
That me just sitting here and giving you guys something, you know what I'm saying? I gave you guys something.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. I do. I do appreciate you giving me something. Okay? But I'm kind of selfish.
Well, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? What you want me to do if I don't know? What you want me to do if I don't know anything else or the rest? You know what I'm saying? Now I'm stuck. He's telling me I'm the 2 shooters. You're probably one of them. You're going to go to prison.
I never said that.
When did those words come out of either one of our mouths?
Well, that's what happens when you shoot somebody, you go to
No,
prison.
it doesn't, actually. It doesn't. Because sometimes there is an explanation. Right now, you are not offering any type of explanation as to why this occurred. Right now, all this seems to be at this point, all I can think of is this is a cold-blooded murder. That's all that can come to my mind at this point. Maybe I think very, very small and locally. Maybe I should think more globally. But I believe, from what you're telling me at this point, that this was just, you know what? Somebody ended up just killing an unarmed, helpless mother, and then turned the gun on another innocent man. And then attempted to maybe try to kill somebody else. And then just kind of like hide out in a neighborhood or whatever.
Because that's what it's going to look like, bud. That's what it's going to look like with no explanation of stuff.
Well,
Or
goddamn,
Or-
that's a fucking...
Or there's another route to this. Or it's, man, you know what? I don't know what happened, but just, I think something was going to happen, so I had to defend myself. I don't know what was going on, but, I just had to get the f- out of there. Look, I'm not a bad guy. This is just, a complete misunderstanding. And, I felt threatened or I felt attacked or what have you. I don't know the answer to that, though. The only person, because you were there, is you. You can say what happened.
That's not in me.
To say what happened?
I couldn't shoot nobody, bro.
Okay.
I couldn't shoot nobody.
So what happened then?
It was an accident. If it's an accident, it's an accident. I don't know.
Because
Tell me that,
It's
man.
an accident on my end? That's what you're saying?
I said if the shooting was an accident.
Oh.
If it was an accident, it's an accident. And tell me that. I don't know. I wasn't there.
remember we said I told you that guns are a privilege and they're an awesome force and they're something that, you know what I'm saying, like especially people who are inexperienced might not know how to handle one or might not know if something's loaded or not.
Right.
Because, I mean, I don't know you. I don't know what your experience is.
I mean, I used to play with guns, but ever since I got shot, I can't even cock a gun back.
Yeah. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
in my hand.
You're right-handed?
Yes, sir.
I mean, maybe it's supposed to be a stunt gun. I don't know. I'm out here racking my brain trying to figure out why this has happened other than cold-blooded killing. I don't want to go back to that. I don't want to always go back to cold-blooded killing. Maybe it was, hey, this ain't real or what. I don't know, buddy. I really don't. That's what I'm trying to find out other than I keep going back to
You keep touching your head, I want to do the same thing.
cold-blooded killing, cold-blooded killing, cold-blooded killing. I don't want to keep going back to that because I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that kind of evil's out here. I mean, I've seen it. Don't get me wrong. I've seen it. But I don't want to believe that it's out there. That's why I ask if there's an explanation, whether it be accidental, stupidity, playing around with it, role acting, whatever it may be, so be it. But there's got to be an explanation other than cold-blooded killing, I would think. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm gullible. Maybe I just believe too much that people aren't bad. I don't know. But if there is a story out there, bro, Jordan, you need to make sure you tell me. I'm telling you, if there's something out there that explains this, you need to make sure that you get this out.
Understood. I understood what you said 100%. What's that? I'm sorry, are we guys waiting for me to say something?
I don't know, Jordan. Was it an accident? Was it a mistake? That's what I'm asking you, buddy.
I don't know. I don't know, boss. I don't know, boss.
Well, let me ask you this. Why would a surviving person of the shooting, he just got shot. We're going to pretend he just got shot. Why would this person identify you as the shooter? Why else would they say you? Out of all the people they could have said in the world, why would they identify you? And that's what I'm trying to listen.
Are you talking about dude on life support?
In the hospital, yeah. So that guy that's shot, why would he say you, buddy? That's what I'm trying to find out. If it's an accident, self-defense, whatever, I can't get past the point of the shooting. I just need the explanation. That makes a difference down the road, buddy. I can promise you that. That makes a difference.
I understand that. But where's the evidence? You know what I mean?
I can guarantee you this, Jordan. Listen to me.
Where's the evidence?
Okay, hold on. Let me
I
finish.
didn't kill anybody, though.
Okay. I just told you.
I mean, I know why a person would probably say me. You know what I mean?
Why would they say you?
Because maybe he doesn't want to get his homeboy in trouble. You feel what I'm saying? Or maybe he doesn't fucking... Maybe he didn't know. Maybe he just thought it was me. You feel what I'm saying? Because he probably really didn't even know me like that. You know what I mean? That's probably why. Shit, I would fucking... If I got shot laying in the fucking hospital bed, I would probably say... You feel what I'm saying? Knowing everybody and not knowing him. Oh, he did it. You know what I mean? Get what I'm saying?
I can understand what you're saying. I can. So you're saying that this person's saying it's you to protect his homeboy.
What? Can you repeat that?
You just told me that this guy's probably saying it's you to protect his homeboy. Which in turn would have been his homeboy shot him. You see where I'm going with that? That doesn't even make sense.
That's true.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense, buddy.
It didn't make sense.
That's why I'm saying there's got to be an explanation. Maybe this guy's an asshole and he deserved to be shot. I don't know.
I honestly don't know that.
I don't know. Maybe he's an asshole and deserved to be shot. Maybe he's aggressive. Maybe I was on drugs. I don't know. Only you can give me that explanation, man. Only you can give me that explanation.
People do crazy stuff when they're really high. You know what I'm saying? I worked a case just a little while ago where a guy was very, 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 very high and was freaking out. And unfortunately, he pulled a gun on the wrong person. And that person killed him. And that person is not going to go to jail.
Jordan, we look at every case different. We don't go in there and believe guilt or anything else, but if the evidence points us to somewhere, all we can ask for is an explanation that maybe makes sense out of all this. Because if not, it just always goes back to cold-blooded. 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 It always goes back to that, is there's no explanation of why this person did this. So that must mean that they're evil. That must mean that they're just an evil devil person. That's why they did that. Unless there's an explanation. And there's millions of explanations that make sense to us. There's a million. Drugs, self-defense, accident, props, whatever. I don't know. Or it could very well just be the person's evil. It could very well just be the person's evil. I'm just asking you to look deep inside, man, and think about it. If that's how much you want to go down with.
I'm blowed. I'm fucking blowed. 2 fucking murders, bro. I mean, I'm sorry, not murder. 1 murder, one life support job. That's crazy. I would have found out though if I didn't drop my phone. That's crazy, dog. That's crazy.
You're smarter than this, Jordan. You're smarter than sit in this room and do this. I'm just telling you that right now. You're smarter than this.
Yeah,
Because eventually,
I really don't know what you want me to say.
I just wanted you to say the truth. If you didn't want to say the truth, bro, I'm fine with that.
And you think I haven't said the truth?
No, absolutely. I don't think you've told me the truth.
I think you've told about 60% of the truth. That's what I think. I think you're leaving out 40% of exactly what happened out there. Okay? Because I think we all in this room can come to an agreement that you were there. You said that yourself. I know you were there. I know a shooting occurred. You said that as well. It's just those other details that only you know.
That's sad. To the black dude.
What does the skin color matter?
I'm just saying. I ain't mean to say black dude. I'm just wondering. You know what I'm saying? Who said that I shot him?
What does it matter, the skin color of anybody who says that shot you? What does that even mean? Like, I don't get it. Like, if you help me understand that question.
I'm just wondering who the fuck said I shot him. That's all I'm wondering. Was he black? Yes.
What does it matter? What does it matter if someone's black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Native American? It doesn't matter.
I'm just curious like you guys.
No. There are some questions that probably will never be answered.
I work just like you guys.
Right.
No
And
one's
you know
saying
what?
you're not a hardworking man. No one's saying that.
But if I had gotten tied up into something like this and made a mistake,
But would you guys just shoot somebody on the street and just lose everything, lose your job? You know what I'm saying? Just risk everything. You know what I mean?
Here's the one thing that I will never do, Jordan. I will never play what if. I won't. I live in what happened, what actually happened.
That's right.
because I don't know the circumstances. I don't know what happened out there enough to what's going through that person's mind of why they did it. Now, if I hear that explanation, I could go, you know what? I understand now. That makes sense to me. I worked a case not long ago, just like he said. Guy came at a guy aggressively, had every right in the world. He ended up shooting and killing him. I looked at him. In the beginning, I had no clue in the world what had happened. At the end, I went, you know what? It makes sense why he did that. Okay, done deal. And I explained it. But before I went down there, just like you said, I would have probably said I could never have shot anyone. But now, knowing what I knew on that case, it made sense to me. There was an explanation for it. That's what I asked for, is just the explanation. The true explanation. That's what I asked for. Plain and simple. I don't ask for lies. I don't ask for stories. A true explanation. And if they don't want to give it to me, that's their right, buddy. They don't have to give me anything. I'll work through the case. I'll present all the evidence. I'll present video. I'll present eyewitnesses. I'll do all that. And what happens, happens. But part of that, and a huge part of that, a lot of times, is an explanation of why it happened. Because people want to hear that. People want to go, yeah, I kind of understand. It makes sense. You want to give me an explanation of why it happened? And if you don't, that's okay. I'm not going to beg you, brother. I'm not.
It was dark. It was dark. We didn't see much. I was on down smoking black and mild.
It was dark. You were zoned out, smoking a black and mild. Then what happened, buddy?
I had gunshots. And I started running just like everybody else.
Jordan, today is the start of the new day for you. What happens after this moment today will be with you for many, many years to come. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So, having said that, with what you're telling us, and what we're presenting to you, and keep in mind, Jordan, we're holding a lot back. Okay. Having said that, from this day forward, is this how you want to remember your story being told?
Yes, sir. I'm innocent. I'm not a killer.
Okay. So, the fact that you were at somebody's house with all these people prior to this, which you've neglected to tell us, that we can show you were there.
Can you show me?
Absolutely. 100%.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that's line number one.
Okay.
I only showed you a snippet
Right.
of something.
Okay.
That is also something that you were not very truthful with us for.
Okay.
The circumstances surrounding why everyone was shot. That's the portion that I'm really concerned with.
Okay.
So now, Jordan, like I said, today, from this day forward, is a brand new world for you.
Yes, sir.
How is it that you want to view yourself? Because I don't live in the past, nor would I suggest people do. However, is this the way that you want to have this portrayed? Knowing that I can prove your statement to be less than truthful.
I'm not a killer.
Are you a person who does something by accident?
You have before?
You've done what before?
Maybe like drop a toothbrush, or I'll be like brushing my teeth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's different from shooting somebody.
But that's by accident.
Right. So is what happened tonight an accident?
You shoot anybody, sir.
Is tonight what happened an accident?
I didn't shoot anybody.
Yeah, that's nobody's asking, buddy.
I asked you specifically, was tonight an accident?
I did not shoot anybody.
Okay. You've made yourself abundantly clear.
Thank you.
You have.
I have.
You have made yourself abundantly clear. I've heard everything that you've said today. What say you to the fact that I can prove some of the things you're saying?
Repeat that though. What'd you just say? Some.
I've
it was
heard
before
you
proof.
today. I'm repeating myself.
Okay.
Today, I can show certain things of what you told me to be less than accurate.
Okay.
So, why should I believe a word that you say?
Why should you believe a word?
Why should I
Another
believe
person
a
says.
word that you say? Because the thing is, with whatever else I have, I can corroborate. Yours is the only one I can't. Jordan, yours is the only one that I cannot say, well, I can back that up.
Yeah, he told me the truth on all that. He told me where his car was. He told me where he was before it happened. He told me who he met up with after the fact. He told me all of it. Actually, no, he didn't tell me any of that. All that he told me was false and lies.
So, Jordan, how is it that you want to be remembered after this moment right now?
Not a killer. Innocent.
Not a killer and innocent.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna take that to the grave.
Okay.
You know what a buccal swab is, Jordan?
Do not.
Okay, do you know what DNA is?
I do.
Okay. We're going to ask to take your DNA, which is by a buccal swab, which basically is a swab of the inside of your mouth.
Okay.
That's up to you if you'd like to give it to us. If you don't want to give it to us, that's your right as well. We're going to voluntarily ask for you to submit to a buccal swab or us taking your DNA. Do you have a problem with us taking your DNA?
On my mouth.
Yeah, that's the only way we can take it.
Yeah.
You do have a problem with it?
I mean, I don't.
So you're okay if we take your DNA?
That's okay, yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're going to get a sheet of paper and have you sign that as well, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so I should just grab this right.
Back of this one. Right here.
So he's going to read that to you.
This right here says consent to search waiver of search warrant for oral swab/DNA. I, your initials, do hereby consent that the below listed Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office law enforcement official collect a mouth swab specimen from me for investigative purposes. I have been fully informed that this specimen will be analyzed and compared as evidence. And I further agree that this evidence can and will be used at a trial in any matter of which I may stand accused. I have been fully informed, and I agree that the results of any DNA analysis may be entered into a DNA database. I fully understand my constitutional rights in regard to this search, and it is my intention to fully and completely waive such rights by this consent. I give this consent freely and voluntarily without compulsion and threat of any kind. Do you understand that?
Sure.
You willing to do it?
Yeah, I think it's all there.
Initial where it says, let me grab this stuff right quick.
So,
And then where it says subject right here, if you would sign your name.
right here?
Yep. You need a set of gloves from back over there, please.
Okay, so we've got that taken care of, Jordan. That's just going to go there. Hey, Jordan, just out of curiosity, if we find a firearm today, or a firearm was found today, no reason for your DNA or fingerprints to be found on any firearm that we find out there today whatsoever, right? Whether it be in the lake, grass, house, trash cans.
Nope.
Okay. Same thing with anything to do with a digital camera that may have recorded this incident. Would be no reason to have your fingerprints, DNA, or anything else on it. Shouldn't be on there, or wouldn't?
No.
Okay. What about the female was out there? Did you touch her at any point?
No.
Nope, never touched her. Definitely never moved her after she got shot or tried to help her or anything else like that, right?
No, sir.
So there would be no reason that your fingerprints would be underneath her fingernails or anything else like that?
Not at all, not at all.
Okay, just got to ask these questions just to make sure that I cover that.
Mhm.
And I know that Detective Florio's asked you, this was not a self-defense of yourself, right? Because you're saying you're not the shooter, so it wouldn't be a self-defense, correct?
I'm not a killer.
I understand it, but what I'm saying is,
I'm not a killer.
correct, so then it would not be a self-defense, correct?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
If you're not the shooter and you're not the killer, then there's no way it could be self-defense, correct? If you're not the shooter and you're not the killer.
I'm not assuming that there's no way it can be a seven.
Yeah, because the only way it could be self-defense is if you are the shooter or the killer, right? So there's no way that later on you can claim self-defense, right? Because you're not the shooter, not the killer, correct?
I get what you're saying now.
So is that correct?
I don't know how to answer it. I did not do anything.
I understand that. So there's no way in the future you could claim self-defense since you're not the shooter, not the killer, correct?
Right.
Okay. There's no way in the future you could say that this is an accident since you were not the shooter, not the killer, correct?
Right.
Okay. And there's no way in the future you could say, I thought that this was a stunt gun or something else since you were not the shooter, not the killer, correct?
Like a fake
Don't
gun.
know how to answer that one either.
Okay. There's no way that you could come forward later on and say, you know what? I am the shooter, which in fact killed her because I thought it was a fake gun. Is that correct?
I still don't know how to answer.
So,
Sorry.
So in other words-
I'm thinking.
so hear me out. Maybe I can explain it. So, y'all are shooting a rap video out there, and I know because I've seen plenty of rap videos in my life where I can say that, I know that sometimes people flash guns, things like that, and everything. But what he's saying is because you're saying your words are, "I'm not the killer. I'm no shooter. You got the wrong guy," right? That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. That later on down the road, should there be some type of something come of this, that you can't say, well, actually, we were shooting a rap video and I thought the gun was fake and it accidentally went off. Because you didn't shoot anybody, right?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So is there any way possible then that you would not say that any gun that was used tonight was not real, or you thought it wasn't real?
Why do you have to ask me like this, though?
I'm asking you a very simple question.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Because if in fact that was the case, you would have told us, right?
Told you.
If this was an accident, you would have told us. Hey, man, look, dude, we were f***ing around shooting a rap video. There was fake money. There was this, there was that, and the other thing. And all of a sudden, I was like doing like this thing, and I didn't even realize, and the finger went on the trigger. Bam! It went off, and I was like, holy, I don't know what happened. That didn't happen, right? No?
Because you would have told us that, right?
Told you what?
If that had happened. Or something like that. You would have told us that, right? That it was an accident or something else.
I don't know the answer to that.
Well, the answer is just the truth, Jordan. Because if it was an accident, bro, I told you. Tell me that. Tell me it's an accident if that's the truth, bro. If it's not, no big deal. Don't worry about it. Don't even talk to me about it. But if it was an accident, you probably should tell me that. And straight up, you should probably tell me that, buddy. I don't know. Only you know that. Jordan, was it an accident?
I didn't kill anybody, dude.
Well, I didn't say that. I just asked you, was this an accident?
That's basically what you're saying.
No, because when I asked you, you didn't know how to answer. You weren't going to answer.
Well, you said it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? You said it in a different way, so I knew how to answer it that way.
Okay. Was this an accident? Did you have an accident? Let's put it to you that way. Did you have an accident with a gun that shot somebody?
No.
Okay. Did you have an accident with a gun that killed somebody?
No.
Did you pick up a gun thinking it was a fake gun and fired a shot at someone and killed somebody?
No.
Okay. Did you shoot or pull the trigger in any way in self-defense tonight or this morning?
My stomach hurts.
You hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you answer that question for me? Did you in any way use a gun in self-defense this morning, Jordan? Is that a no?
No, sir.
I couldn't hear you, buddy.
No, sir.
Okay. All right. I just got to cover those three things because later on, when somebody asks me, I can go, no, he swore up and down.
Not an accident, not self-defense.
Didn't think it was a fake gun.
Jordan, what was the reason for you being on that person's patio tonight?
Because I know I didn't do anything wrong. I thought you guys were just going to pass through. Y'all caught me.
Why would we be looking for you?
I mean, I knew it went down, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't want to be here. You know what I'm saying? Or be in jail because maybe you guys thought that I did it. But I just stopped running.
Okay. So that's your explanation as to why you were on the patio? Because you knew something went down. Correct me if I'm wrong. You knew something went down, so you didn't want to be caught by the police. Is that what you said?
I was really scared. That's why I kind
What were
of
you
hid
scared
in
of?
the
What were you scared of?
Yeah.
This is Florida, though, man. Understand that, like, there are people who are really, really pro Second Amendment in this state. It's a huge Republican state. So there are people who take the "I'm going to protect my castle" very seriously. Thank God the police caught up with you, honestly, because if a homeowner did, we might be working your death.
That's true.
Straight up.
That's true.
And if a
I
homeowner,
ain't gonna lie, the police almost shot me. Pulled a gun out. He didn't even pull a taser out. Dude pulled a gun out. I'm like, get on the floor! Get on the floor! Get on the floor! Oh yeah.
well, hey man, you know
We
they
just
got
had somebody killed. Yeah, we just
and there's a homicide just around the corner from there, and now there's a person hiding in someone's patio where clearly they don't belong. That's a forcible felony right there. Like I mean, I'm just educating you on the law. That's actually what occurs. Okay? So, I mean, it is what it is, my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, you weren't shot. Nothing happened to you. So, it is what it is. All right?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
That dude that you had got in the video, that you had showed me in the snippet, is he arrested too? Is that information that you can't tell me?
Why do you want to know that?
Just curious.
Why do you want to know it?
Just curious.
My guess is he'd be 2 doors down.
So you saying he's 2 doors down?
I said that'd be my guess. I don't know. I haven't went over there.
Oh.
Everybody's got a story to tell.
I'm just curious.
Everybody's got a story to tell, brother.
Just curious.
So here's what's happening out there right now. There's probably 50 people out there walking between the scene and everywhere you went, to include the dive team, all this other stuff out in the woods and the little lake that's out there and everything else like that.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to ask you one more time. I know that Detective Florio did. The firearm. Would you like to tell us where the firearm is so there's no chance that any innocent person gets hurt with that gun? Because God forbid, if that happens, you know that they will bury you under a jail. If there's a kid that picks up that gun and shoots himself with it and kills himself or something else, because you know stupid ass kids, that's exactly what they do. So if that's the case, just tell me that. I can promise you this, that people will look at you positively for that. So I'm just asking you, where's that firearm so they can grab it? You don't have to tell me anything else. I don't care, bro. I really don't.
Yes,
But I don't want some kid. I don't want a 5-year-old out there dead. Please, God, no.
I don't know.
Okay. It's easy enough. You don't know. You don't know. We won't leave till we find it. So hopefully we find it before some kid does.
Hopefully.
Because I promise you that we will not leave until we find it. Because we know the person that committed this crime did not leave that area. So it's out there.
It's just a matter of finding it.
Fair.
And we got a lot of time and a lot of resources on our hands.
Fair.
Fair?
You guys are the police. For sure.
Mhm.
I get it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Y'all just doing your jobs.
Remember I told you before, this is business?
Yes, sir.
It's not personal, it's business, my friend.
I
Okay?
understand.
Alright, is there anything that you want to change about your statement today?
Can you read my statement? I didn't even know I
Well, I mean, that's all you were told in the beginning of this, that everything was recorded.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Damn, what the fuck?
It's not a trick, dude.
Y'all got me.
What'd I get you on?
I forgot y'all were recording this whole thing. I mean, I seen the camera.
I told you in the beginning.
But the voice.
I mean,
thing-
it's not a trick. It's not deceit. The words came out of my mouth. Hey man, I'm gonna put this on so that whatever you say, I can't say you said something that was different, or vice versa. Remember me saying that?
And all those times that we asked you, are you 100% that this isn't an accident? This is a self-defense? That this isn't whatever? Because Jordan, here's the deal. I'm gonna tell you, bro, because we're coming to the end of this. Okay? I think that y'all were all down there. I think for whatever reason you were on some kind of narcotic. You started acting crazy. I don't know. Maybe one of them did something that caused you to go off. I think you pulled your firearm out. Okay? And I think you shot one of them. And then I think you freaked out and you shot the other one, brother. Plain and simple. Okay? And I'm going to tell you this. If we're able to prove that, I don't know about purpose. Well, I don't know, bro. I'm just.
narcotic. Oh
You
yeah,
want me to tell you my story?
You took my test.
Can I finish telling you my story?
Is it?
And I think that you freaked out after that. And then I think you went and ran and hid.
I told you I was off.
Okay? Yeah, no, I'm just trying to tell you this, bro. And I think that that's it. I think you know now. Here's the problem, man. Here's the problem. We've got a 23-year-old mother of two laying over there dead. She didn't deserve to die. Plain and simple. She didn't deserve to die. I mean, no matter how you look at that. And somebody down the road is going to look at that same thing and go, she didn't deserve to die. Whether she was a bad person, whether she was into drugs, whatever she was doing, she didn't deserve to die because nobody deserves to die unless it's an eye for an eye. And you told me that earlier, that you were a holy man and remember God and all the other stuff.
What's the eye for
So,
eye?
eye for eye, punishment for a punishment. You kill someone, they kill you, that kind of gimmick, that kind of deal. So I'm pretty sure she didn't kill anyone. So I know that she didn't deserve to die out there today. She didn't, no matter what. And I can promise you this, that man right there, if we can 100% say that you killed them, he's going to put you in jail for this. And whoever it is, whoever killed them,
I'm innocent.
they're going to put, and I'm not saying that you're not
I'm
like
not
that.
good, bro.
Okay.
I'm not-
I told you my story, though. I told you that that's exactly how I think it happened down there.
Yeah.
I think 100% that's exactly how it happened.
But now,
I think you're scared.
now listen to me.
Let me finish.
Okay.
I think you're scared because I think that you say if I tell my story that it screws me. You may already be screwed, okay? I'm just going to tell you that straight up.
I ain't screwed.
Well,
I'm not screwed.
okay.
I ain't shoot anybody.
Okay.
I'm not
Well,
screwed.
I tend to think differently. I think that it, for what, and what I can't fathom, what I can't picture more than anything else is why shoot the girl? You know, the guy, maybe he's coming at you, maybe he's aggressive, but somebody's going to look at that and they go, this is a young, innocent, she's a small girl too. She's tiny. Young, innocent, tiny girl. Why the f shoot her? Why the f shoot her? That's just an evil fucker, bro. That's just pure evil. But hey, there's evil people in this world. Go ahead. You were going to say something to me?
I forgot what I was gonna say. But I felt that.
Is there anything you want to clarify about what you told us today? Anything you want to change?
Not at all.
Now's that opportunity, my friend.
Not at all.
Not at all? So you want to stick by this, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hey, let me ask you this. What do you think should happen to the person that killed him?
What happens to killers?
So if we catch the killer and we put him in prison, or not prison, jail, we charge him, and they get found guilty, what do you think should happen to him?
What happens when you kill somebody?
No, I didn't ask you that. I said, what do you think should happen to him?
I mean, I don't wish killing anybody. You know what I mean?
So
I
if
don't
someone
want to say,
came and
oh, I hope he gets 15 years. I hope he gets 20 years.
Oh, this isn't a 15 or 20 year thing, dude. This is a life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to say I hope he gets life.
Oh, yeah, this is a life in prison thing or
But-
death penalty. That's the only two
But whatever
things
happens,
probably.
Whatever happens in court, happens in court. You know what
So-
I'm saying?
Jordan, can I ask you this? Who is the person you love most in your life, besides yourself? Who's the person you love the most?
Myself.
So, if someone, let's put it this way. Do you have a good relationship with your parents?
Yes, I do.
You do? Okay. So if someone broke into your mother's house, raped, shot, and ultimately killed her, what should happen to that person?
He deserves to be dead. Not prison.
So what's different with her?
Who?
The girl just laying out there on the ground dead.
That's true.
The
The
mother,
mother of
the
two.
mother of two, who's laying in an open field somewhere.
You got me there, that's true. But, she's my mother, and I don't know her. You know what I'm saying? So I really,
Somebody does. Somebody will come forward. Her family, her kids, they'll be up in court. They'll
I feel
talk
that.
about it.
You know what?
I feel that.
Because you were young once, you know what, I'm sure you can remember back to your childhood and, being that innocent or even being around children. I don't know your life. I don't know who you know or if you have siblings with children or what have you, or friends with children. But I think we all could agree that when children, especially below the age of 10, they really look at life as very innocently. They're all so they always look at the good side of everything. They don't look at the bad side of things. They're too young to understand the bad side of everything. So now, the two children who that now dead woman had birthed are going to have to grow up in life knowing that somebody killed their mother, left her in a field to be discovered by a bunch of strangers, meaning the law enforcement that's out there. Okay?
Listen to you.
And have her body be poured over and looked at and dissected, because that's what's going to happen. We're going to have to dissect her body to get the cause of death on her, which we already know what it's going to be. They're going to have to live with that for the rest of their lives.
You talking about kids?
They are. They're never going to be able to get a kiss goodnight from their mother ever again.
Yeah.
So what should happen to the person who took that away from those innocent kids? Is there something that you would want to say to those kids? We'll go see them in a little bit.
Is something I want to say though?
Yeah.
Why do I gotta say something to him?
I didn't say you did. I'm asking, would you like to? That's what I thought.
Hey, Jordan, I just two more quick things.
Yep.
So the guy that shot.
Won't you let me
No,
give
no,
him a
no.
hug?
No, bro. I want you to be you. I want you to be you.
Yes, sir.
So the guy that got shot, apparently he's going to survive. And he's talking.
Okay.
And apparently it's you.
Okay.
But that's okay. That's okay. You continue to say that it wasn't you that's the shooter. And I'm going to finish that clip up for you right quick.
Yeah, that's fine.
I want to run this by you there one more time, big guy.
You really don't got to. I already heard all this.
You didn't hear this.
Yeah.
Which part?
Yeah, I seen.
Did you see you?
They were talking about it.
Did you see you on the video?
I seen me.
Oh my God, look at
I seen me.
that's you showing up.
I'm not shooting nobody though.
I know you're running. You're like, oh shit.
Oh shit! No fucking shit. The gunshots went off. Holy
No,
shit!
that's not what you say.
What do I say?
I'm not gonna tell you that, but that's not what you say. Not at all.
Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
You don't talk about
I'm
gunshots
not
at
an
all.
idiot.
You talking
You're
about
trying to-
keys for the car?
I'm not an
and
idiot.
keys for the car and
We
stuff?
need to get the fuck out of there.
We need to get the fuck out of there. Hell yeah, let's go.
That's not really what's being said here.
So play it.
No, you said you didn't want to hear it, remember? I got it.
I just said
I got
so.
the whole thing. Trust me. There, that's you. There you are right there. That's you hiding in the bushes after that fact while he talks to the police and waits for the police. Why didn't you wait for the police?
Why didn't you wait for the police?
Your buddy
If
did.
you didn't do anything wrong, why didn't you wait for the police?
Because your buddy waited for us. Strange. Which one is it? It's okay, buddy.
We're gonna. Is there anything else you want to talk about today?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, I told you guys I didn't. Before jump, you know what I'm saying? Before jump, before you got in here, I stopped running. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I knew I didn't do shit wrong.
Okay.
Get what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. I do.
Thank you.
I hear what you're saying.
Thank you.
I still think that you're going to eventually get charged with murder, but that's me. I'm just letting you know.
I'm not getting charged with murder, dude. If I get charged with murder, I get charged with murder, but I'm not going away because I'm innocent. God is going to handle this. I'm not a killer.
Right.
Never killed nobody before.
Well, you're not
I don't think you were aware that you killed somebody.
correct. I think you
That's
just
right.
thought you shot her.
I don't think you're aware of it.
What?
Because your reaction was.
So this is going back to the drug thing? That's what you're saying?
I don't.
This going?
I hope not.
Me being off narcotics?
I hope not. I hope that there's no defense that somebody just shows you as a cold-blooded killer because that's how you act. Maybe you are. Maybe you're the most cold-blooded killer out here, dude. And you gotta be, to be honest with you. To shoot a little 23-year-old girl, that girl weighs like 105 pounds. That's a little pussy ass. Shoot a girl like that, dude. I mean, that's just straight up ridiculous. I mean, you couldn't smack her? You couldn't do anything? You gotta pull out a gun and shoot her?
That's true.
For what?
That dude, no, because
But what's
there's no
the
man.
point? That's the thing.
And I'm gonna tell you that straight up. That's not a man move, bro. You can mean eye me and mean dog me all you want. Bro, that shit don't bother me. You shot a woman out there and killed her. Yep. I keep saying it. Yes, you.
I shot a woman out there.
Yes, and killed
You
her.
need to stop saying that.
No, not at all. I told you, that's what I believe.
That's messed up.
I believe that the evidence points to you shooting and killing a woman out there. And then shooting her boyfriend after the fact.
No.
I think so.
Fuck no.
Yeah, you can yell and
No.
that doesn't make it wrong.
No.
Doesn't make it wrong, bro. Doesn't make it wrong at all. And somebody else is going to look at that one day and they're going to go, bro.
And me flipping out and shit, that doesn't make it wrong
No,
either.
I'm just saying they're going to look at that and they're going to go, look at this little 23-year-old young, tiny girl out here. And this guy has to pull a gun out and shoot her for no reason. For everything we can understand right now, there was no reason for you to do that. None.
Stop saying.
Those people.
There wasn't. There wasn't one bit of reason.
They didn't need to die. They didn't need to die.
Stop saying that.
There wasn't a reason for you to
Stop.
shoot.
Why did they need to die then? Why did they need to die?
Stop saying that.
Why did they have to die?
Okay, because what you're referring to.
Why did they
is me
die?
doing it.
Yeah.
Why did they die? Why did they have to die?
The little 23-year-old girl, bro. Not even man enough to handle it any other way than shooting her.
Fucked up.
Yeah, it was fucked up. It's horrible fucked up.
That's fucked
What's
up.
fucked up is she doesn't get to see her
That's
kids
fucked up.
anymore because you weren't man enough to do anything
I just
other than
said
pull a
that.
gun out and
I just-
shoot her.
I just said that's fucked up.
Yeah, it is fucked
I
up.
just said that's fucked
You pulled out a gun and shot her, bro.
That's fucked up. That you're saying that.
No.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
let me ask you this.
Yes.
Did you
Yeah.
mean to shoot her?
Man.
Did you mean to shoot her? Was it
you
just to
did.
scare people? Because, bro, I can understand that. It was dark out there. You probably didn't even realize it. You probably didn't realize it. It's a fucking mistake. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. That's what we talked about at the very beginning of this, Jordan. That mistake, that oops, I can't believe this happened. It got fucked up. Or are you that person who says, fuck everybody. I don't care about anybody. I'm going to get mine and that's it. And fuck anyone who gets in my way. I'll kill them too. Or if they're not on my page, then they're going to die. Who are you? Which one?
I got little brothers.
It doesn't matter who you
mama,
got.
And a daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I got a big family. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So don't tell me I give a
But
about
she-
myself.
So
You just told me a few minutes ago that the only person you cared about was yourself. You're full of shit.
Oh, you said who do I love the most? I said me.
Yeah, that's selfish. You don't care about anybody but yourself.
No, but you said who do I love the most? That's fucking me. I love myself the fucking most. What are you talking about?
You know that's not normal for people to say, right?
No.
Whoa.
People have compassion.
Well, I've
People
been through a
care.
lot. What do you mean?
Oh, what you been through, my friend? What you been through in your 20? How old are you? 20?
Have you ever been shot before?
I've been shot at.
Okay, but you never been shot, so you don't know how
No.
it feels. You know what I mean?
Because that 23-year-old girl doesn't know how it feels either.
Yeah. She doesn't get to do that anymore.
Still don't know. Okay, man, I proved my point.
Proving your point of what? That you're a cold-blooded killer?
Not just getting shot. You know what I'm saying? I can say a
Who
lot
gives
more,
a shit?
but
There's plenty of people who get shot and don't fucking do what you did.
but
They don't murder
it's,
people.
it's still something you ain't experienced though. You know what I'm
It
saying?
doesn't matter, because I talk to people like you, and I talk to people like her family every day. I live with it. Death.
I feel that.
All the time.
I feel that.
I've seen more dead people in this world than you'll ever see.
I feel that.
Okay? Don't talk to me about shit like that.
That's true.
You will lose that argument. I can guarantee
I'll
it.
give you that one. That's true.
Every day, I deliver bad news to people.
All right, man. You don't gotta say it 4 times, dog. I heard this first time. I said you was right.
But I want you to know, I want to drive the point home to you. Okay? You got a lot of living to do, my friend. You want to do it outside or inside? What you want to do? What you want to do? You're going to look back on this moment one day and say, "Fuck, man. It is what it is, I guess."
I just want you to look back on it with regret. At least have some sorrow that you did it.
Man, I'm not like
You don't have any sorrow.
Eventually.
I'm not liking you now, bro. You got me
Yeah, I don't want you to like me. I just want you to tell me the truth.
You got me fucked up, dog.
No, I don't.
You do. You do. I'm not a killer. I'm not a
Okay.
killer.
I guess all the evidence and all the statements and all the video is wrong, right? All that's wrong, right? You just tell me if it's all wrong.
I'm not a killer.
Okay.
You just understand what I'm saying. Tell me that all the video, all the evidence, and all the statements are all wrong.
I'm not a killer.
You keep saying that because you know why?
I never-
Somewhere in your mind,
I never shot at nobody
hold on.
in my
Somewhere
lifetime.
in your mind, you think that little phrase means something. I'm not a killer.
That's what
You just mean-
this is what this whole thing is fucking about.
Okay,
So I'm telling you,
you murdered someone tonight.
man, shut the fuck up.
No, you straight up shot and murdered a 23-year-old mother.
Dude, stop playing with me, man.
I'm not
We're
playing
not
with
playing
you.
at all.
Stop playing
You think
with
this is a joke?
Stop playing with me.
Hey,
I'm not
Jordan,
playing
look
with
at
Stop
me.
playing with me or trying to get something out of me, because no,
I'm not
No.
trying to get something out of you, but the truth
I'm not
is
a
that-
fucking killer,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, 23-year-old mother. You shot and murdered her.
You got me
Yeah,
fucked up.
you
got me-
shot and murdered her, and she laid there and bled out.
No, I did not.
Yeah,
No, I did
she
not.
laid there and bled out.
No, I
and
didn't.
you ran off like a little girl.
No, I did not.
Yeah, ran off like
No,
a
I
little
did
girl.
not, bro.
Yeah.
Not
No,
before
I
somebody
didn't.
else.
Oh, I'm sorry. You shot her boyfriend first, and then you ran off. The problem is you didn't kill him. That's where your mistake
You
was.
got me fucked up.
That's where your mistake was. You probably should have killed him. And then when you were looking for your other buddy to kill him, you probably should have found him and killed him too. Because you left witnesses. There's your issue. There's your problem.
You had the opportunity
I
and you
am a
didn't do
witness.
it.
Okay.
I am a witness.
Okay.
You know what?
Be a witness, bro. I'm a fucking survivor witness.
Okay. Go with that story. I got it.
Well, I mean, Jordan, I said we'll let
This
the
is a
chips roll
good,
and-
this is a good little, they
Yeah.
found something.
Oh, okay, good.
It's sad.
What's
It
sad?
is sad.
What's sad, Jordan?
It's sad that y'all just sitting here like, just keep going, dog. Keep going.
Well, what you want to do? What are we supposed to do, Jordan? What are we supposed to do?
You want me to tell you what I want to do?
What you want to do?
I really want to be at this restaurant getting this check right now.
Yeah.
That's what you're worried about? That's what you're
I
worried
don't know none of these people, sir. I don't know
I
none
know.
of fucking people like that.
Obviously, you
I
didn't
don't
think
know none of
twice
these
about
fucking
killing
people
her.
like that.
You didn't think twice about killing her and
You
shooting
got
her
me
boyfriend.
fucked up, man.
No, I
You got
don't.
me
You
fucked up,
did
bro.
that on your own, buddy.
You got me fucked up, bro.
No, you
You
did that
made
on
a
your
choice.
fucked up, bro.
You make a choice in this life,
me
Jordan.
fucked up, bro.
No one's gotten you fucked up but yourself, Jordan.
Okay.
You are a grown man. Act like a grown man. I don't think anyone's ever told you that in this world. Well, I'm telling you today. You got to act like a man. You got to take it. And that's it. Okay? You roll your eyes like that. Yeah, okay. Listen, my friend. Here's how it's going to be. Simple as that. I'm not going to treat you like the baby that you want to be treated. I'm going to treat you like an adult, like a man.
Go ahead.
Okay?
I thought we've been talking like this.
No, you've been talking like a little, like a schoolboy who knows he's being caught and is trying to weasel his way out of every little angle he can. That's what children do. That's what children do. You have the mind of a 12-year-old boy. That's what you have. I don't know where it is that you didn't grow up or you didn't act right, but understand this, young man. You're a man. Start acting like it.
No. Can I say something?
About what? What you want to
No, I'm not
say?
gonna. I didn't do it.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Is that, Jordan, is that what you're going to say when,
I didn't do it.
Okay.
I didn't do it.
Okay. Jordan,
I didn't do it.
understand something. That is perfectly fine with me. You can say that all you want. That is fine. You'll hang your head on that one.
I didn't do it.
Okay? You're going to hang your head on that one. I didn't do it.
is that the story you're going to tell in court, Jordan? When there's video, when there's physical
What
evidence,
else I'm gonna say?
when there's eyewitnesses? The
What
truth!
else I'm gonna say?
The truth! Because you know what? At least it shows that you've got some compassion. Because you know what? Right now, people are going to look at you and go, they specifically ask him, did he do it? And did he care about it? And he said no and no. That's what the fuck you're going to say is the truth.
But, hey, it's up to you.
Jordan,
It's up to
I'm
you.
telling you, at some point in the near
You
future,
think that's a lot? Yes. I'm
at
sorry.
some
You think
point
that's a
in the
fucking
near
lot.
future,
That's what y'all doing.
you're going to be presented with evidence and video and witness statements and all this other stuff, and you're going to be screwed, bro. You're going to be done. And then it's going to be too late for all the other stuff. Everything else is going to be too late, man. What are you going to say when somebody comes forward and tells us that they saw the gun in your waistband earlier in the night when you're at that other guy's house? Then what? Oh, shit, let me come up with a story to that. What then? Was that a wooden gun? Was that a plastic gun? Was that something else? Or what are we going to come up with then? Somebody not involved telling us that. Now what? Uh-oh. Now what?
You don't believe us, do you? You don't believe that that actually is going to happen.
How do you think we know that already, bro? How do you think we know? Because deep in your mind, you know we're telling the truth. Deep in your mind, you know everything we've told you, we have. Every bit of what we've told you, we have. So then what? Then what? Why didn't you just come out and tell the truth so at least people could show that he's not an evil?
But the thing is, Jordan,
But
right
if you
now,
don't
that's all it
believe-
shows.
If you don't believe me, why the fuck would you believe that shit though?
Because here's the problem. When it's not just one thing, but it's two things, it's three things, it's four things, it's five, and they all match, and there's one thing that doesn't, and that's Jordan. And Jordan's statement. That's why I don't believe you, brother. Plain and simple. That's why I don't believe you, because everything else matches except for Jordan. Jordan should have just told me the truth. Jordan should have just came out and told the truth on this. Because there was that
I didn't
explanation.
do it.
Well, I know that's
I didn't do it.
okay.
That's what you want to say, and that's fine. You can say that all you want.
That if you say it enough, you'll believe it. You know what? Deep down in your body and your soul,
I can't
deep down in your body and your soul,
I can't get through with you guys. You know what I'm saying? You guys are just gonna keep on bashing me.
I'm not bashing you at
I'm
all.
gonna keep on telling you I didn't fucking do it.
Okay,
you know what I'm
then.
saying?
Okay. You looked at that young lady before you shot her. You looked at her. You know you did. Because it wasn't an accident at this point.
So when homeboy wakes up at the hospital and
He's what?
when he says, you know, that maybe he'll say something to the effect that she begged for her life. Maybe. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. I don't know. But I'm gonna find out. He's gonna give it up. He's a victim. He has to. He's not street. He's not gangsta. He's a citizen. He's a good person. He's not a thug.
Who?
The guy who's gonna wake up.
I don't know what that is.
The second guy you shot. That's who it is.
Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
Come on, what?
You don't even tell me if he's fucking black.
Why should I? Why should I give you shit?
Because I'm curious.
He's green. How's that? The f does that matter, bro?
Because I'm curious.
Yeah, because I
I want to know who the fuck got shot.
So here's what's going to happen. If I tell you he's black, you're going to go, okay, where's the other white guy at? If I tell you he's white, you're going to go, where's the other black guy at? See, I'm pretty good at this, bro. I know what you've been angling at the whole time you've been saying that. No one's dumb in this room, dude. You act like this is our first time. We know everybody was there. There was only four. Only four people there. No one else. We know how you got there. We know everything about that, buddy. Four people.
There's no mystery shooter. Nothing.
No drive-by.
Nope. Nothing like that.
I guess the cameras on the street would have showed us the drive-by, huh? Oh, it didn't happen.
Where's the cameras at?
On the street, I just told you that. You think that they would have captured the mystery drive-by that you talked about, right?
I didn't.
I know you didn't know about it. Just like you didn't know about this video either.
I never said it was a drive-by. I never said it was a drive-by. I said it could have been.
No, you pretty much said that there was a couple of cars went by,
Yes,
doing
I
the
did.
music,
Yes, I did.
and then you heard the shooting as they drove by.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, yes, I did. Yep. That's exactly what I said.
Okay.
You corrected it.
Okay.
Well, Jordan, I mean, I wish you luck because you're going to need it. You're going to need it big time, my friend.
How old are you? 20?
20.
Okay. I was going to ask, would you like us to go speak with your parents? But you know,
Doesn't matter to me. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put you in a holding cell for a few minutes. Okay? You have anything else?
no.
Last chance, my friend. Last chance.
Last chance for
You want to tell us what actually happened or no? You want to be a man?
Take me to the hotel, man.
Okay.
Take some water, please.
Come on,
Yeah,
baby.
we'll get you some down there.
Put your shirt. Put your sleeves up. Put your arms in your sleeves.
While Jordan Silver is being held, the camera used to film the music video arrives at the sheriff's office. Detectives spend the next hour viewing the footage, then return to ask Jordan some more questions.
Alright.
Okay.
So, Jordan, I'm gonna be pretty straightforward with you, okay? You're still in the Miranda from before? In other words, your rights that I read to you before?
There was no rights read to me.
Yes, there was.
Remember when you signed the piece of paper and agreed to talk to us?
Oh, you talking about in here?
Yes.
But when I got put in cuffs, they didn't read
No,
my
no,
rights.
No. When we talked to you. When we talked to you.
Yes, I do remember.
Okay. All that still applies right now, okay?
Okay.
So I'd like to ask you a few more questions. Are you okay with that?
So y'all had me freezing in there. And you lied to me too.
How do I lie to you?
Because you said, well, I'm gonna be back in a few minutes. That few minutes was a few hours.
Well, things turned into
Well,
stuff.
you know, unfortunately, we got some, it's not unfortunate, it's actually very fortunate. We got some of the evidence, okay? And basically, like I said, I'd like to ask you a few more questions. You don't have to, it doesn't matter
Okay.
to me at this point, but if you would like to, because I'm gonna give you the opportunity to clarify it at this point. Because I can prove everything you told me before was no.
So you might want to listen to him. Then you don't have to answer if you don't want.
Let's
Okay.
go.
The camera was recording the entire time, and I have it.
What?
The camera
Okay.
was recording the entire time.
Everything.
Okay? So now, it's not a question of, I don't know, because I can see everyone who's involved, who's there, including you. I can see, and I know that you are the one who killed that girl.
I did not kill that girl.
Listen to me.
I did not
It
kill
is
that
not
girl.
up for debate at this point.
I did not kill that girl, sir.
Okay? Well, the problem with that is the video says otherwise.
And you can't lie
Okay.
on video.
The video says otherwise.
Yeah.
And a matter of fact, not only does it say that, it also, as after she takes that fatal shot and she's dying and I can hear her those death throes. I don't know if you heard it or not when you did it, but you can understand.
I did not
Listen to
kill
me.
no girl.
Hold on. No. Listen to
I
me.
did not kill no girl.
Okay,
Let
well,
him finish.
again, the video proves otherwise.
I did not
What I'm
kill
telling
no
you
girl,
right
sir.
now is this. It's on video. After she has her death throes, that gurgling, that moan of death that's so unmistakable, on video. After that, when y'all run back up the hill towards the car,
You and Giovanni.
you
Make
and
sure we're clear.
you and the producer, when y'all run up that hill, after that, when that guy's like, "Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it?" and you say, I don't know,
Yep.
What?
because it's
Yeah.
your voice.
Mm.
Okay, and then to top it all off, after this man is pleading with you, "What did you do, bro? What did you do?" You know what happens after that? You shoot the other guy.
No, I don't.
Oh, yeah.
No, I do not.
That's what you do.
Okay.
So
No, I don't.
listen, at this point now,
No, I do not, sir.
at this point now, this is the only conundrum I have at this point. Is it first or is it second?
And he's talking about the degree of murder at this point. Did you intend to do it?
I didn't kill nobody.
Okay, well,
I did not kill anybody.
okay. Go with that story. I don't think it will do well for you against video, but go with that.
Fuck, bro.
No, it's just spent the last
Fuck.
hour watching every bit of the video going.
Can I watch it?
You will at some point when you go to court.
When you get discovery, you will see it and you will see how screwed you are.
There was 10 of us in there like this. Oh my God.
Like, I can't believe this guy. What did he do? What did this kid do?
Nope.
He threw
I
his
did
life
not
away.
kill no girl, sir.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. It's up to you at this point. You can tell us what happened. You can give us a story. It's a clean slate for you at this point. If you're going to stick with the I didn't kill anybody, that's fine too. This is your time. I'm not wasting any more time with you. It is up to you now because I've already given you so many chances
Y'all
to
got
tell
me
us what
messed up.
happened.
Y'all
There's
got
no
me
messed
messed
up
up.
about it. What's messed
got
up
me
is that
messed
girl
up.
is dead and you
Y'all got
pulled the
me-
trigger.
I did not pull no trigger.
Okay, that's fine.
I did not pull no
I'm
trigger.
charging you today with second-degree murder with a firearm and attempted first-degree murder
What?
for the death of Haley Cox and for the attempted murder of Erik Bronowski.
Sir, no. I did not kill no fucking body.
Well, that's
I did
what's
not
happening.
shoot nobody.
Hey, come on.
I'm done with you.
Come on.
Let's go.
You're going to go to booking.
Let's go.
Seriously.
Stand up.
Are you serious?
Stand up.
Let's go.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, buddy.
That's it, man. You're being charged. You're being charged. I'm going to do my... What are you doing? Okay. Let's see the back in there. Yes, I'm serious. Have a nice day.
Jordan Silva was convicted of manslaughter and attempted first-degree murder. He was sentenced to 40 years in prison. Erik Bronowski survived his injuries.